Hey there, love Maya. Early. Good morning. Good morning. Today we are. Today we're at Del State. Today we're at Del State. What's up there, Need to Be? Hey, what's up, Solange? Solange. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Elenice. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, let me tell you about Angie. Good morning, April. All right, so let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's what I meant to do. So I made a thumbnail. I guess I gotta put that on there too, because that might help out a little bit. Thumbnail. Boop. Huh. All right. Okay. So let me get some of this coffee and we're gonna get started. Good morning, everybody. Woo. All black coffee. All right. So are we going forward? We're going forward. Forward. Hey there, silent priestess. All right. So Aries. Let's look at career real quick. Knock your career out real quick. Okay, so we got devotion. Okay, that's good. That's good for career. That's good. That's getting more passion because we got Vesta. It's getting more passionate with your creativity. All right, you guys could also be feeling like maybe work even has like more of a purpose. You know, sometimes like I guess maybe it's just like how I explain it. Over October, you guys may be feeling more like tapped into work, feeling a lot more intuitive, instinctual with the job. You know what I mean? Feeling more devoted and more energized to kind of like keep going, even if you don't really know where you're headed or where you're going, or even feeling like it's growing. This is going to get you guys more in touch or in tune with your emotions, so you guys will be able to trust how you feel in situations. All right. Also, it just makes work feel a lot more comfortable, so you feel like a lot more at peace or a lot more relaxed within your career soon. So even if you let's say you don't have a job and you guys are finding something to devote your time to, and it could be a creative passion because Neptune could be a creative passion, could be a spiritual pursuit. It's going to be anything that you would devote yourself and time and energy into. You're going to feel like, okay, this is where I'm meant to be, or this is what I'm meant to do, or I really feel called to doing this. I really feel good when I do this. I don't know why I feel good because the Neptune energy kind of makes it confusing about why you feel the way you feel. You know what I mean? But like this would be a moment where you guys are learning how maybe to be a lot more present in the moment. So you may be more aware of stuff that you probably weren't aware of at the job. You know what I mean? Like maybe like time, you know what I mean? Schedules of things. You know, you start kind of like starting to recognize stuff that you didn't look at notice before. You start like kind of picking it up, like, oh shit, I didn't know that they did this, or I could do this at a job. So you guys are gonna be learning a little bit more intuitively. So you may be also working intuitively. You know what I mean? Like it may come second nature what to do within your job. You know what I mean? So if you guys are just starting a new job, then it's like that. Or even if it's the same job, something about it just becomes like you start to understand it on a deeper level, or a more like maybe spiritual or more. Is it spiritual? No, it's more like abstract. You start like getting creative about like what can and can't happen. You know what I mean? So you start thinking outside the lines. You're going to be thinking outside the lines when it comes to your career. All right, what else? You guys also may be having a lot more visions or having a lot more like just I don't know, maybe I was gonna say clairvoyancy, so maybe it could be that, but like I don't know how that applies to work. But unless maybe you do this, but I don't know. Maybe that matters, clairvoyancy. So I don't know. All right, what else? We need to know about career. Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are adapting your approach to your job, changing things up. That's the Two of Pentacles in reverse too. So it's changing things up, becoming more flexible. So it could be also like a changing of your schedule. Some of y'all may change schedules. You may not be. I don't know. So I would say some of y'all may be like night shift. Because I got the Hermit here. Night shift or like early morning. You know what I mean? So you guys may be changing up like when you show up. You know what I mean? So I get that. All right, not feeling overlooked anymore at the job. So I guess you guys are learning how to maybe like assimilate with everybody else, like kind of do what everybody else does. You know what I mean? So for everybody, I don't know, 7 of Wands. Well, maybe everybody's doing what you're doing. They may see what you do and then start doing it. I always like to see that. I like to see that. You know what I mean? Even if I don't get the clout and the fame or all that or that recognition for it, I like to see everybody do what I do. I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean? Do what I do. Because you got Ace of Wands here, so you guys would be feeling inspired by maybe competition. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all could be invoking this in your peers, your colleagues, making them want to be better, making them want to step their stuff up. You know what I mean? You're inspiring people. They're maybe like when you show up, they're inspired, so they give their best, they give their all. You know what I mean? So like work starts to feel, like I said, spiritual, but it starts to feel like an inspiration or like something to really devote yourself to. Where you're like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just that y'all start like you start maybe getting along with everybody. That might be partially part of it too. Like everybody starts getting along with you. This could just be a moment where like you guys are like overlooking each other's flaws, overlooking, I don't know, maybe grudges, overlooking the competitive nature of the job, and kind of just like having the same goal in mind and feeling drawn towards like doing that together. All right. Also, I get your confidence boosting at work shortly. So I'm guessing all month you'll have a lot more maybe energy, like just wild ideas that just come out of nowhere, inspiration to do stuff that maybe other people wouldn't do. It's all that type of energy. You know what I mean? You guys could also like get out of maybe isolating from your peers and like I said, become a little bit more social maybe or a little bit more recognizable to them. You know what I mean? Like you get out of that like self-loathing, you know what I mean, and out of this isolation type of energy because the Hermit in reverse and Two of Pentacles, which just means that you guys are like reacclimating to people again. So you guys are maybe like starting to understand maybe social cues at work, or they're starting to understand you. Like there may be like a sense of understanding that's happening because of the Neptune energy. Maybe like a sense of understanding that's going on around you with the people that you're dealing with. Okay. All right. So anyway, signs you guys may be dealing with during that time could be a Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Virgo, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces. All right. Okay, I was gonna say that wasn't all the signs, but anyway, let's look at love real quick. Talking about your love life through October. What's up there, Queen B? Hey there, Faye. So, let me see. Let's look at it for love. Now, sometimes, like in the middle, somewhere in the middle, I may get confused again and forget that I got to do both. Because sometimes some of these reads be like forever, and then I forget that that was just one read. All right. So anyway, let's look at love. Four of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Okay. Love for the month of October. All right. Also, and the Emperor. Queen Cups. Okay. So I guess during this month, you guys maybe kind of close off or standoffish when it comes to like connections, really investing in relationships, or the people that you're encountering are going to be that way. So you guys may be like at conflict or at war with yourselves about changing your value systems when it comes to relationships. Like you may be kind of considering or thinking about like, you know, if you're making the right decisions, maybe having the certain like expectations that you may have when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may be you could have a potential partner. You got 3 different potential partners that some of y'all may have, but these may be also people who like want things to go their way. You may be dealing with a Aries, a Cancer, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so some of y'all, they may want non-traditional relationships, and then others of y'all, they may want like traditional relationship, but they want to like lead. They want to be in full control. So sometimes with that 5 of Swords upright, there may be no negotiation. It may be hard for you guys to talk things out. It may be hard for you guys to get on the same path or get on the same, you know, I don't know, same goal. There's like a desire to like talk things out, but maybe they don't want to invest as much into the relationship or creating stability in the way that you would want it to. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who just prefer to like throw money at stuff this month. You know what I mean? Throw money at the connection, the relationship between y'all, or just do stuff for you. practical stuff for you. You know what I mean? Like y'all may have a bond and a connection this month with somebody, but it seems like it's non-traditional, or maybe doesn't like fit societal views of what's right or wrong when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Four of Pentacles could mean that you do attain the relationship, or at least attain the stability. Like if you already have a connection, I just get y'all not going anywhere. You may think about it, but like I don't get y'all like going anywhere. If this is like a newer connection that's coming into, or newer connections that are coming into your life, then there's the connections that are making you rethink your value systems. Rethink, is this what you believe to be true, or this is the type of relationship or style of dating that you want to be into? That's mostly what I'm getting. Let me look real quick with these oracles. Some of y'all may be standing on business though, and like meaning what you say, especially with the Four of Pentacles and this Five of Swords. I got second house. That has to do with your value systems. It has to do with like what you believe to be true. You know what I mean? What you like around your self-worth. So you guys could be like either reevaluating these things or the connections you're having. Yeah, because we got 8th house. So the second house and 8th house, these are transformative houses. Second house is in 3rd house too. So this could be some of these. So some of y'all are like letting go of either old connections or letting go of like an old way of doing relationship, dating, romance, so that you guys can have closer bonds of intimacy with people. So this month, that's what you guys are going through. Five of Swords is just like a test. It's a 5, so it's a test that you guys are experiencing when it comes to your value system. What do you value? What do you not like? What can you cut away? Because the 8th house is here too, so it's usually about transformation, rebirth. So it's like, what can you cut away? What can you get rid of? What is no longer serving you in terms of like the connections, the partnerships that you're looking for? Like if you're looking for marriage, you have to cut some things off. If you're looking for casual, some stuff has to go. You know what I mean? So like, what is it that you're looking for? If you're just looking for friends, they may not be bringing as much as they would bring romantically. You get what I'm saying? So like that's something that you have to like look at. The Five of Swords is just questioning yourself. All right. If you have like a I don't know, maybe if you guys are having conflict with your partner sometimes, or with them, they're having problems with you, it could be because you guys are gaslighting each other, making each other believe that their values or their way of doing things are wrong. You know what I mean? So that might be also why you guys don't have relationships, because you guys may be very critical when it comes to partners. And that's an issue. If you're very critical with partners, that's not going to help. It's not going to get you where you want to be, because like so the relationships that last long, from what I've observed, the relationships that last long, there's a sense of idealism, or what's called idealism maybe, is to the relationship where you see your partner's flaws and overlook them. If you're not able to do that, you are not going to stay with them very long. You know what I mean? So being too critical kind of scares people away. Being too like, I don't know, too right is right, wrong is wrong, too this, that, and the third, like no gray area, too much of that kind of scares partners away. So, or this is the people that you're attracting where they don't understand the gray area. It could be that way too, where people don't understand the gray area that like kind of rest in your relationship belief or value system. You know what I mean? They may be like all or nothing, or like it has to be, like I said, some of y'all is like all or nothing because of that emperor energy. It's like, it's got to go my way, the way I expect it to go, which is traditional. Man does this, woman does this. You're obligated to do this, I'm obligated to do that. And then others of y'all, you can have it non-traditional, but they may not invest in the way that you think they should invest because of the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. You know what I mean? So like you can obtain a relationship, they just may not give to you in the way that you would like them to give to you, or show up for you in the way that you would like them to show up for you consistently. But they'll be there, you know what I mean, when it, I guess most of y'all when it matters. With the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant, it's mostly when it matters. So you guys may have like, you know, to choose what you want to do here. Because I'm noticing in the Four of Pentacles, he's only holding 2 Pentacles, which is the 2 of Pentacles. He's standing on the other 2, but he's got the 2 in the hand. So that's just gives me 2 of Pentacles energy. So this is like a damned if I do, damned if I don't. Weighing my odds. What's in my best interests? All right. So anyway, it could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so that was hella long. Hella long. When did I start that? 2 minutes ago? That was like 12 minutes. God dang. All right. We're going to do something about that. This will make it like a 3-hour read. All right, so career for Taurus. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so let me see. Taurus. We got, ooh, that's good. We got CEO energy. Usually I need some trees. All right, so patience this time, all right? patience with results. So you guys may be becoming a lot more ambitious or a lot more driven when it comes to your career. Maybe becoming a lot more consistent, creating maybe some type of like systems. Usually around this time, it means that you guys are creating some type of system when it comes to Capricorn energy. Systems that are more efficient, that work. Same thing if I were seeing Virgo. It's usually like kind of like fixing the minute. When it comes to Capricorn, it's about, all right, we're scrapping away what doesn't work, and what does work is what I'm going to use. And this is going to elevate me to the top. So that's what you guys are about to be doing. All right, it's going to actually boost your confidence and make you guys feel a lot more attractive, feel a lot more like an individual. All right, also feeling like your path. If I got to, all right, if I got to, I'll shorten this read. All right, so anyway, I guess you guys are getting out of doing things the traditional way. So you guys may be breaking rules a little bit, maybe taking shortcuts in a way, or maybe figuring out shortcuts. All right. Also, some of y'all may be approached by your boss or manager or somebody who's like a business CEO or boss, somebody like that. Somebody who's like in a higher position may be approaching y'all this month. All right. They may like the way that you guys do stuff. They may like the way that you guys are driven. They may like how independent or how self-sufficient, how self-sustainable y'all are. Most of y'all maybe somebody who's kind of materialistic, so this may be like an opportunity to make some money. You know what I mean? Like they may be looking at you as like that. Yeah, I got Page of Swords, so people are keeping tabs on you. You may also have people learning or trying to like pick up tricks, tips from y'all. You know what I mean? Observing you guys. So this could be boss managers. This could be other people who compete because we got to follow along. This could be other people like coworkers, people who compete. They may be looking at your prices, looking at your, I don't know, looking at your clients, looking at who you deal with. Look how you present yourself, how you run your business. And be like, oh, I'm about to do that too. I gotta do my business. I gotta do my business the same way. Ten of Swords. All right. So anyway, what else? So in career, all right, yeah, we got strength here too, and Ten of Swords. So you guys aren't gonna be limited by like negative thinking, basically. All right, or feeling like worried about competition, worried about jealousy. None of that stuff's gonna affect y'all. Y'all may be more focused on self when it comes to career. Also, like, because we got strength here, you guys are learning a new talent. You know what I mean? Learning a new skill set or honing in on one, which could be of like not getting distracted. You know what I mean? Maybe not getting burnt out or having to do too much, maybe not overexerting yourself. Opposed, what do you say? Working smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? Because you know, Tauruses, y'all work. I don't care. When I used to work at this factory, there's this factory during COVID. We was making they was making, I forgot what it was. They was making like this mask and stuff for COVID, but it was like a plastic or polymer type of thing. I don't know. They would just make all type of shit, right? So anyway, I used to work there, and it would be like from like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And there was this Taurus guy. It was an old guy. And he had worked there for like 30 years. He was working there. He was making like $35 an hour. You know what I mean? That's pretty decent, especially with 12 hours a day for 4 days a week. He's doing pretty good. Old guy though, right? But he would work. But he got to a point where he had been like, he don't have to work. You know what I mean? He'd been doing it for so long that he just didn't have to work. You know what I mean? So he now knew like the tricks and the tips and like how to work, but he could work on days when we really needed him to work. He could work, but like on days when we didn't need to work, he wouldn't work. Anyway, he's always like be frustrated with me because I'm not working hard in this motherfucker. You tripping from 7 to 7, and they was only paying me $15. They was paying my boy $12, and he was working harder than me. And I was like, oh no, this ain't for me. I just quit one day. It was like 1 a.m. middle of the shift. I'm out of here. But some of y'all, it could be that too, because the Ten of Swords sometimes could be like, you know what, I'm going to go on my own path. So some of y'all may become your own boss, because the Five of Swords, you know, you guys maybe Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords, be like, I'm tired of this bullshit. So some of y'all could be looking for a new job or looking for a new like place of income, or looking for like new sources of income. You know what I mean? You guys may be tired, and one will come because we got Ace of Wands. So one will come, or an idea or inspiration will come. So some of y'all may kind of like be on the fence maybe about leaving a job. Maybe you guys could like suppressing frustration, because that might be why I'm telling you this story. I might have been telling you that story for that reason, where you might be like, you know what, I'm tired of doing it this way. So it could even be at your job where you're just like, you know what, I'm tired of doing it this way, working too hard, giving my best, doing X, Y, Z, and then them not like appreciating or not feeling appreciated or feeling burnt out at the end. Fuck that. So some of y'all get into that energy like, fuck that. I'm gonna work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? So anyway, it could be dealing with Capricorn, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Leo. Okay. So look at that love. Look at that love. Look at that. Hey, y'all make sure y'all be liking these reads too, because that was a lot of work there. I put in a lot of work there to make sure. All right. So it made me think of when Diddy was talking to Fab during that interview. He's like, I like it when you do it like that, Daddy. I like it when you like my posts like that, Daddy. I like when you like my posts. You know what I mean? I love it. It says it right here. Thanks for always liking my posts. I love it. It's just the support I need to keep going. Because other people need to know how fucking amazing I really am. All right, so love for Taurus. So Taurus, what are we talking about? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andy. So love for October. Okay, boom. We got the Leo energy. South Node. Okay, so you guys could just be getting your confidence back. You guys could be showing up like Stella. This could also be somebody from the past trying to win your approval again, possibly, because we got Leo energy, we got South Node. If not, you guys are going back to a past where you guys felt more confident, felt more outgoing, felt more magnetic, maybe more photogenic. All right, so this month you guys will be feeling like, you know, maybe having your confidence back, but I really feel like you guys may be getting your glow back. All right, ready to, you know, maybe be more proud, be more like headstrong. People maybe want, I don't know, I would say people want to be a little bit more generous with you. So I guess that's possible. Wait, was I using this deck? Maybe I was. What deck was I using? Oh, it wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. All right, so anyway, you guys may be showing up more like a show off. You know what I mean? Like, you know how as kids we're like more outgoing, we're more like, I don't know, more talkative. You know what I mean? We're more playful, we're more charming when we want what we want from people. So I'm getting that vibe of like that's the vibe that you guys will be having this month. You know what I mean? So it may be already a natural gift and a natural talent for like showing off or for like getting attention. You guys will be getting a lot of it this month. All right. We got Queen of Pentacles. So this is like, and it's Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys, this month, you guys will be a lot more self-obsessed. If you guys are dealing with partners, these are partners who probably are needy or in need of like reassurance or in need of like, I don't know, a partner. You know what I mean? Could be a Cancer, could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn, could be an Aries, could be a Libra, Taurus. Maybe dealing with spoiled people or people who want to spoil y'all this month. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. I got the Emperor here. I mean, not the Emperor. I got the Justice here. We got all, well, except for the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so we got two different storylines here this month for some of y'all. So some of y'all may be staying in the like more single, I can take care of myself bubble. I'm more focused on myself. I can take care of my own needs. I want people who are going to take care of my needs or do better than what I'm already doing for myself type of energy. You know what I mean? You guys may this month encounter somebody who's going to meet you halfway with this Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. Like you may be dealing with somebody who may be like single but may not really want to be single, but like wants to live the good life. So you guys may have a talk or communication about that, possibly. And then others of y'all may be dealing with like more superficial connections. People who are kind of selfish, want things to go their way. They may be looking more for like a motherly or a fatherly like figure in their life where they may not really be able to like suffice for you just yet. They may be more used to like the people you may be dealing with may be higher level people, and they may be used to people like taking care of them and their needs, putting their needs first, opposed to you putting your needs first. So that might be where you guys are having a talk. Because self-know can sometimes be about like revisiting conversations, revisiting past experiences. It doesn't always have to be past people. It's just past experiences. So like lessons that maybe I didn't handle the right way are coming back in, and they can come in the form of different people. You know what I mean? So they can come in the form of like people making good on things that they once said to you. So some of y'all, you could be getting spoiled, like I was saying, where somebody tries to win your approval. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Like, because it looks like a lot of people may be like showing off, and then others of y'all may be more of the show off and dealing with partners who are more so used to like having that same type of energy. So they're like entitled to thinking that you maybe need to lower your value in a way to like appease them. So there may be talks about like equal reciprocation or equal investment. You know what I mean? There's a talk about that. So because I do got the Justice here is upright too. So there could be talks about that. And the Justice with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is like you're getting back what you're owed. So if it's a past connection, then they're going to be trying to like make up. They may speak on their limitations, tell you what was holding them back or what kept them from really investing in the relationship. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all are dealing with people who are clingy this month, or dealing with people who are needy or in need of you this month. You know what I mean? They may miss what you brought to the table, what you were able to give to them. You know what I mean? So they, at this point, they could be yearning for y'all to come back around and yearning for y'all to spend time with them. They don't want to seem too pressed though with the Ten of Wands in reverse. And then others of y'all are letting go of people who are like an obligation or a burden or who entitled, who expect too much but don't bring enough. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, you expect a lot from me, but you don't do shit. Like, you tripping. You gotta go ahead. You know what I mean? So justice sometimes could be that, like having a sense of self-worth, especially with the queen of, with the Empress in reverse. Some of y'all may be like questioning your self-worth because of the partnerships that you're dragging in. Like, these may be higher up echelon type of people, but they may not see you as like a catch, or they may not see you as their their end all be all, or you may not see these people as your end all be all because they may be very selfish and very self-possessed. All right, so I do get that. Anyway, it could be a Libra, it could be a Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Leo. All right. Damn. It is almost 30 minutes in. I only get 2 signs. Good thing these only be once a month. All right, so. Ooh. All right, so career for Gemini, what are we talking about? You may have a breakthrough, or realize something about your job, or realize something about your career. All right, we got love, so this is good. That's always good. Venus is good when it comes to career, because that means you're likable with people. And we got the CEO. Okay, yeah, boom. So you guys are liked by bosses, managers, higher ups, people who have money. All right. So you guys could be patronized more if you run a business, but you guys could also just be in like high favor with like higher authority, higher up people. All right, just because like, and if you do business or sales, then you guys would be doing pretty good on sales, doing pretty good with like connecting to people, being likable. Right, 4 fucking hours. Chill out, Renita. 4 hours. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all don't even know. Oh no. If I do this, if I be here for like 2 hours, I had to have seen some super chats or some cash come through here. There was no way. Because all I'm gonna do is like, cut it in half. I'm not tripping. You don't work hard. I don't work hard. I work for pay. All right. So anyway, where am I with it? So boom, you guys may be having a more of a detached approach at work. Business is business, but being liked. People respect you at work. All right. They respect you. So you may be having maybe a little bit more business sense, a little bit more savviness when it comes to like maybe even the way you spend your money. But it could also be like the time and the energy that you invest. But like you're gonna get your comeuppance for the time and money that you invest when it comes to work. All right. J Bad, you need a Virgo read bad, huh? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Emperor in reverse. Okay, so you guys may be requesting more money from a boss, from a manager. You guys could be looking for a promotion, raise. Something along the lines of that, but you guys would be liked. So this could be a good time to ask for one, ask for more money, ask for what you want. All right, 8 of Swords. All right, you guys are calling attention to where maybe people may have overlooked y'all at work. All right, so some of y'all may be doing a great job soon, probably doing a better job. A lot more people, like I said, higher up, probably has their eye on you and recognizing like you're being underpaid or you're being undervalued. So you may be able to bring this up in conversations. Or even, like I said, some of y'all, if you do like a business, you may be able to raise your prices. You know what I mean? Others of y'all, you may be lowering your prices, and people, you may get more people because of that. You know what I mean? Where some of y'all, it may be like, I don't know, it may be too much for others. You know what I mean? So some of y'all could be lowering your prices. But either which way, I get you guys having a lot more business sense this month if you guys run a business. If you're working and you work for somebody else, I get you guys like being liked by the people who either own the business, run the business, having a good like rapport with them. You know what I mean? So like they're very patient with you. They let you do stuff that like when you make mistakes or you do certain stuff, they overlook it. They be like, because maybe they can't, some of y'all, they may not be able to afford the stuff they may not be able to afford to pay you more. So because I can't afford to pay you more, I'm gonna let you kind of do what you want to do, how you want to do it. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, that might be part of like what's going on with your job, because I know that you guys will be liked this month by your job. We got 10 of Pentacles here, so it's definitely going, if it's not going to be a promotion, then you guys may be having a lot more people patronizing you. You may be, I don't know, you may be maybe more accomplished this month, so you guys may be like hitting goals, hitting quota, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, or people just like inviting you to do stuff. They may be giving you ideas, helping you out in tight situations. You know what I mean? Like if it's something you don't want to do, they're like, all right, I'll do it for you. So you may get that. You may be able to kind of like pass the buck on in some ways to other people. All right, when it comes to career. So it could be done with a Taurus, Virgo, no, not Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Sag, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Cancer. All right. You know, I wanted to tell y'all too, the reason that you be getting any of this stuff that's going to did I tell y'all this already before? But the reason y'all get any of the shit that y'all getting at your job is because people find you to be attractive. and appealing. They may like the way that you dress. They may like the way that you're on time. They may like, maybe you're on time. Sometimes, I don't know, Geminis always be on time, but they may like that, how you present yourself. You may be easy to get along with, very harmonious. Like when you're around, things are good. Things feel like they're in tune. So you may be getting rewarded for that. All right. But keep your appearance up, because that's going to be a big thing. Keep your appearance up. So some of y'all may start dressing differently too at work, like purposely being a little bit more sensual, a little bit more sexual, purposely. Once you notice this, once you stop overlooking that this is why they do it, then you'll be like, oh, okay. Start playing it up a little bit more. All right. So anyway, let's look at love. What are we talking about? Love for Gemini. Hey, what's up, Emmy? He said, and I most definitely doing what I want. I bet y'all do too. All right, so we got Trine. That's good when it comes to love. Trine and Aquarius or Uranus. So unexpectedly, you guys could either be having a breakthrough with the connection, or just unexpectedly, maybe you're having more interactions with people. You could be dealing with people that you normally don't deal with. You could be dating outside your race, dating outside your normal type, breaking a certain pattern of the way that you date relationships. You know what I mean? Your connections may move a lot faster than what's normal for you too. You know what I mean? So like even this could include even getting to know people, you know what I mean? Or like the types of interactions that you're having are unusual, but like they're moving very quickly. They're very harmonious. They're very supportive. These are like big deal interactions that you're having. So you may have like a big epiphany all of a sudden, or just a lot of random, spontaneous type of situations that are hitting shortly. It's going to feel unusual, but like feels good. So it's going to feel unusual, but feel good. You're like, damn, I enjoy this. You know what I mean? Like for no reason. I don't know why you would. We'll see. All right. So 5 of Pentacles. It could be people that you guys have left behind. And I got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So somebody could be opening up the lines of communication between y'all. So maybe somebody you guys aren't talking to this month, maybe coming back, or maybe like trying to just at least trying to open the lines of communication. Because I had that 5 of Pentacles in reverse and I had that 8 of Swords in reverse. I got 9 of Cups, so you guys are about to get something that you want this month when it comes to romance. All right, the Trine means that things are working in your favor. 6 of Wands, you guys are about to get the recognition or attention or validation or some type of accomplishment you wanted when it comes to romance. All right, so it could be like somebody getting off their high horse and maybe like, I don't know, doing something unusual. You know what I mean? Maybe giving you more attention, maybe like showing off. 4 Cups. Some of y'all could be somebody like who rejected the offer, or you rejected their offer, or something. It looks like they're going to try to recreate a moment between y'all. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Sag, Aquarius. All right, so somebody's going to be trying to recreate a moment of intimacy, or trying to recreate, I don't know, the comfort, the security that you guys once felt. So if this is a past person, because we do got the 4 Cups here, if this is a past person, with the Trine here, all this means is that you guys go right back to where you guys were at before. The difference is because for y'all with the Aquarius energy here, you guys may have a different outlook or have some type of like aha moment, or they may have had some type of aha moment about how they can make this relationship a lot more fulfilling to the both of you. All right, but usually 9 of Cups is more selfish, so they may be like looking at you guys as a prize right about now. So that might be why. So this could be somebody, let's say, for instance, say you don't have anybody. There needs to be people who, like, at one time maybe didn't acknowledge you, didn't notice you, paid you no mind, you know what I mean? And they maybe weren't impressed with you in the past. And this could be like maybe the way you were dressed. It could be the way maybe you carried yourself. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Like maybe you were kind of closed off. Because the 9 of Cups in this one is kind of like, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't acknowledge me. Don't look at me. So maybe you guys start opening up a little bit. Because sometimes with that Trine, it can make you a lot more talkative, a lot more communicative. It can make you a lot more positive, you know what I mean? And this gives you better outcomes. So some of y'all may become that way, where you become unusually positive, unusually outgoing, unusually like optimistic and lucky. Like you have a lot of like unusually lucky encounters where you're getting what you want in the situation. You know what I mean? So sometimes I can see this 4 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse is sometimes like getting the clout or the fame that you guys like once wanted. I think this relationship that some of y'all about to build, about to have, may get you a lot of clout, all right? Or you may get a lot of clout from this person, or they may get a lot of clout from you. I don't know. I don't know how it's working. I don't know. But this may be somebody who gets you a lot of clout, has you a breakthrough in your romantic life. Like this may be somebody who helps you realize, you know what I mean, maybe your charm, your flair, maybe recognize like what you do want when it comes to relationships, so you can really hone in on that and get that this month. All right, because I got a Magician here And I got Two of Pentacles, and so that's just you guys learning how to use a skill and ability that you already had, how to adapt it to the moment. Like, how do I use my words of persuasion to the moment? How do I use my mannerisms to my advantage? How do I use my body to my advantage? How do I use my voice? How do I use my, I don't know, my skill set? Maybe you're just a fucking MUA. How do you use that to your advantage to get a partner? You know what I mean? Like, you guys are gonna be learning how to use what you have to your advantage to get what you want out of situations. You know what I mean? So it's going to come from the interactions that you're having with people, because you're going to recognize like what it is that they want, and then be like, oh, okay, I see what they want from me, so I'm going to be able to use that to get what I want too. You know what I mean? So this month, that's pretty good for y'all. All right, could be Aquarius, could be a Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Leo. Yep, Aries. Okay, so you guys be feeling a lot more confident and like, I don't know, sure of where things are going. Probably some of y'all after maybe a talk that y'all may have. We shall see. All right, Cancer. Yeah, thank y'all in advance for liking the video. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so if this goes well, I may do 2 more signs after this, like separately, just random ass signs. So let me see. Cancer. Let's look at career real quick. Okay, we got first house. Okay, that's good. So this is like a highlight on your natural personalities, your tendencies. So I don't know. Let's see if this is good or how it's going to go. All right. We still on Cancer, Linus. Don't start that. Start that Leo shit. All right. So some of y'all may be devoted to somebody at your job soon, or they may be more devoted to you at your job. It's maybe somebody you guys compete with or did compete with. But I got 2 Aries, and 2 Aries usually like head up. So you guys may be coming into a union or a partnership with somebody who's very independent, very like, I would say very like, they like to do stuff on their own. You guys may be coming together with people who like to do stuff on their own, which could just be like maybe at your job, y'all do stuff on your own, and then you guys like find this common goal of like, hey, let's do this. And we both match each other's energy, match each other's vibe. I get that being the case at your career or in your job or whatever you do. All right, a lot of give and take. You may be meeting somebody who's just as passionate, just as devoted, just as outgoing, just as confident. Some of y'all just as attractive. I don't know why that has to do with anything at your job, but like I guess that's important. They may be just as attractive, and sometimes attractive could be like maybe they attract the same attention or they attract the same like results, or you know what I mean. You guys get the same reaction response, so it may be something like that. Where like you know what I mean. Something like that. So maybe people that you guys like, I don't know, maybe we're competing against. I got 9 of Cups here, 9 of Wands. So somebody's gonna be dropping and lowering their guard around y'all. So this could be like, you guys start to get closer. Like I said, start to get as a team. Start to keep the team chemistry starts to kick in around the office. If you guys work in the office, if you still work individually, this could sometimes be like there may be a coworker that you guys talk through email. You guys like start like sharing ideas or start like just lowering your expectations of each other, not be as standoffish or as guarded. So it allows like intimacy, trust. Could be a Sag, could be a Cancer, Pisces. You know what I mean? So, or yeah, Pisces. So, let's see. All right, Gemini, Aquarius. So we got Page of Swords, career. Okay, so yeah, it is. You guys gonna be learning from each other. Page of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups. You guys gonna be learning from each other, getting ideas, getting inspired from each other. But it's also like you may be coming up with some innovative ideas or approaches. If you guys do like, I don't know, content creator, if you do something creative or business-wise, like if you're an individual, I'm an independent person, or you run a business yourself or whatever, you guys are coming up with like creative ideas to like catch people's attention. You know what I mean? So you guys can be becoming a little bit more artsy or a little bit more, I don't know, fucking getting on Canva or getting on CapCut or whatever, or getting on something. You guys may be like, like becoming a little bit more creative with like your approach. Let's say networking, because they're Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups. You guys are getting better at networking, all right? And not ignoring the obvious when it comes to work. So not ignoring the obvious limitations or like hindrances. Also, y'all may be keeping some of y'all ideas to yourselves. Cause I got the star in reverse. You guys aren't letting people kill your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions. So like you guys so maybe this partner that you're getting with is somebody who's like that. Because the Knight of Cups can show up as an ally, but they can also show up as like somebody who wants to be a savior. So you may be dealing with somebody who wants to show up and be like a savior, or a coworker of yours who kind of feels the same way that you do. They view your vision. They want to be on the same page with y'all. So this may be somebody who you guys are going to let in into your, I don't know, into your space. You guys may share, like I said, share ideas. You may learn from them. They may learn from y'all. Y'all exchange. I do get that. They get your focus back on. You know what I mean? They keep you motivated at work. So this could be like a friend or somebody who like inspired you. And maybe you guys don't even talk like that, but just like when they're there, you know that like they're going to do their job. I'm going to do my job. So like we keep each other like going. You guys could be doing this. You may not be aware of it, especially with the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. You may be this type of person that when you show up to the job or you show up and like do what you do, you're inspiring everybody else to kind of show up and be their best selves as well. So when you're not there, you'll notice that people feel something is missing, or they'll let you know this too. Like when you're not here, people aren't like the same way that you are. You know what I mean? They don't treat us the same way, or they don't act the same way, or they're not as like understanding as you are. You'll notice that. There'll be talks about that this month. All right. Like you guys will be recognized or noticed a lot more. You guys will stand out. Your individual traits will stand out. Your personality traits, because we got a star here, which has to do with your personality, is going to change. You guys may be a lot less afraid of maybe taking action in certain situations or getting stuff wrong or saying the wrong things, because you'll realize like how much impact you have in your career or in your job or with that, whatever you do. You'll start recognizing. All right. So it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Pisces, could be Libra, Cancer, Sag, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio. Yep. All right, all right. I did say Sag, Pisces, right? I did. Okay, so let's look at love. Cancer. What's up with the love? Oh, that's all I had to do. You see how I did that? All I had to do was just speed it up. So I didn't have to really cut it short. I just had to speed up. I just got to talk a little faster. That's all. Talk a little faster. All right, so let's look at love. Love, what are we talking about for Cancer? October. Cancer for October. Y'all probably just be in the house eating, drinking cocoa and shit. Okay, we got Libra energy. So this could be somebody making a peaceful amends, or somebody trying to like make up with you. All right, could be a Leo, could be a Libra. All right, so you guys could also be like, somebody else would say is biding your time when it comes to relationships. Anyway, this could be an attractive partner coming your way. Could be a Libra, could be a Leo. Okay. You guys also may be taking more pride in your health, taking more pride in the way that you present yourself. Because I got the Chariot and I got the Knight of Swords. Having more conviction with the way that you communicate with people, but like saying it in a more pleasant and more confident manner. So your interactions, your social interactions are about to be like illuminated during this time. Libra energy is a 7th house energy. So 7th house has to do with partnerships. We don't have 7th house here, but when I see Libra, it just made me think of that. So this is like the sun is on partnerships. So this is a good time to have relationships. You're liked by people. They're going to be like, I don't know, generous or harmonious with you guys at this time. You may be taking more leadership role in your partnerships or relationships. So like when it comes to deals, negotiations, they may be more so geared in your favor. You know, people may want to please you. They may be feeling a lot more like proud of having you around. So like your aesthetic may change. The way you guys dress, the way you guys are like just showing up is changing. Like I say, you may have more energy, more confidence, you know what I mean, about more vitality in general. You know what I mean? What else? All right, Tower in reverse. Okay, so, all right. Okay, Justice. So, 2 1 and then 4 4. Okay, so some of y'all gonna be this month. You guys may be like sorting. You may have options, maybe. Unexpectedly, y'all may have options. You know what I mean? You may be like, I don't know. Sometimes you can just be indulgent in pleasurable situations or pleasurable experiences. All right, because I got the Tower in reverse and I got the 7th house, but I got the Justice. So usually with the Leos, with the Sun energy, Sun usually means it's always going to be a good situation. Even if it seems kind of negative, it's always a good situation. So some of y'all may be making the best out of a unfortunate situation. All right, so like maybe somebody you guys had a falling out with, they may be trying to tempt you guys to try to make up with you guys. So this could be like them going over the top. You know what I mean? Maybe being over the top expressive or over the top, I don't know, over the top generous or something like that. All right. Some of y'all, if it's a past person, they're going to try to make amends in that way. And if it's a newer person, and this is a newer person who's going to be trying to like I don't know, make their presence known. All right. Like, so this may be somebody who feels like lost in the crowd. So you may be having some of y'all, if you're dating around, this may be somebody who feels lost in the crowd or like feels lost in the sauce at times. Because maybe somebody who like is like dualistic or has like, I don't know, they may have a lot of options. So some of y'all may be dealing with people who have a lot of options. I got King of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So you may be dealing with somebody who's like a big spender or who likes to share with you or who likes to give of themselves. They're very passionate. I got a partner who's coming your way who's very passionate about y'all. He's very proud to have y'all. Like, and with the Seven of Cups, and this normally Seven of Cups is like, I always read is like they have a bunch of options. They may, but for some reason, this person only sees you. So this may be something that catches y'all off guard this month. Like this may be somebody who has a lot of options. I think of them as being somebody who takes a lot of pictures or posts a lot. Maybe their stories. They may have some type of like reputation or some type of like public image where people will know them or people respect them or something along the lines of that. Like I get this person like maybe you being their focal point or this person being your focal point and you guys wanting to share more or give more of yourselves. Like if this is a newer partner for y'all, this may be the only type of partner that you can see. And you may be kind of like enthralled within this person this month. You know what I mean? They're easygoing. They're pleasant. They may have some of y'all. They may have had like a more tumultuous or traumatic life, but they're really polished. You know what I mean? Like so, they may have been like a more negative Nancy type of person, man or woman, but they've like really like polished their edges. You know what I mean? So like they're not as hard or as cold or as mean or as rude or as like belligerent or ignorant as they once were. They like they fixed that. So some of y'all this could just be a facade though. Especially with the Tower and the Seven of Cups, some of y'all this may be a facade of somebody that you expected to be a certain way has come down, you know what I mean, or is coming down this month, and they're going to try to maybe want to make amends or try to make up for that, you know what I mean, like maybe some of y'all for letting you down for I don't know, sabotaging the relationship, especially with the Tower here, with sabotaging the relationship or something like that. They're about to be more focused on you guys. It's in a strategy form though, so when they're giving to you, it's a strategy to it. It's to get you to see this as something worthy to invest your time, your energy, your patience, your skill sets, whatever to them. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who probably wants to advance the relationship this month by like giving to the relationship. You know what I mean? And this month they may overgive. That might be the unexpected change where like, oh, you gave me more. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's like trying to win you over. Like I gave you more. I'm investing way more now. You know what I mean? So the Seven of Cups in the Tower could give me like them trying to emotionally overwhelm you. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a smoke screen. You know what I mean? So it could just be that sometimes a smoke screen to keep you from looking at the obvious, which could be like you're dealing with a ladies' man or a I don't know what you call a woman. Let's call her a woman's man. I mean a man's woman or a woman's man. You get what I'm saying? So that may be it too. So that's maybe like somebody gives you these experiences or this exquisite experience to kind of like keep you deluded from seeing that they be having other options, but like just like when I'm with you, I'm focused on you. I'm focused on you. You know what I mean? And they may stay a short distance from y'all too with the Two of Wands. Usually it's like within 2 hours. So somebody from like another city or another town, another state is coming to see y'all or trying to see y'all. So anyway, could be and like I said, this relationship will put you in your personal power or make you feel a lot more confident, a lot more attractive, stuff like that. All right, so it could be dealing with a Libra, could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. Is that all signs? Was that all signs? I don't know. All right, anyway. You said this sounds promising, huh? Yeah, come back and let me know too. Next month, let me know. All right, so Leo. What we talking about? Leo. Let's look at career. Oh, you still here, Linus? I thought you was going to slide out. All right, let me see. Leo, what we talking about with career? Lion Pride now. Let's see. All right, so we got Scorpio. We got second house. Oh, we got Taurus energy, but I was reading that second house. So we got Scorpio, we got Taurus, which gives me like an 8th house, second house. So again, some of y'all could be doing joint ventures or joint endeavors with people at your job. That's going to increase your money. That's going to increase your value. All right. Or you guys could be like strategically moving yourselves up. Also keeping what's working. Like you guys may be keeping secrets from like coworkers or keeping what's working hidden in the background. Like you may not be telling people what your secret weapon is or what your special sauce is, or you know what I mean? Like something that you may observe that is actually very efficient and like that produces good results. You may not be telling people about it. You may have like a source like that, or maybe you have insight that other people don't have at work. So it's something that's helping you guys get some means. See, like your hard work is about to pay off when we got Taurus energy. So your hard work is about to pay off. So it may be like something that like you start seeing that is like producing results. And because it's producing results, it's going to make you feel a lot more inspired, but you may keep it to yourself why it's working. You know what I mean? So like nobody else may not really pick this up, because Scorpio can kind of pick up the things that like other people overlook on purpose or try to hide or suppress, but it's been there all along. you may be seeing stuff at the job that like can work for you in your favor, but like never say nothing to anybody else. You know what I mean? Like you may know, like, I'm just giving an example. This could be like cheating, but I'm just giving an example where like you may know how to like stay on the clock, even, or like get paid for time that like you may be doing it, but you don't really have to do much, or you may know how to like, you know, kind of like work the system, manipulate the system in a way where like you get paid a little bit more, right? Because that Scorpio energy can be manipulative, but it's strategic, you know, and it could be hidden. The motive could be hidden. You know what I mean? It's hidden in like, I was gonna say it's hidden in plain sight, where like you may be doing something that like other people are afraid to do, but because you're doing it in this way, it's getting you results, or getting you maybe more stability, more money. Whenever I see the Taurus energy, it means more of a luxury lifestyle. So this could mean that you're making either more pay, or you guys are like making more bang for your buck, or you guys are able to afford to buy something more expensive this month. You know what I mean? For that Taurus energy. All right, like strategically, you guys are finding ways to make more resources, make more money. I got 10 of Wands, Page of Cups. Okay, so you are going to get an offer soon. Somebody may be trying to like do you a favor at the job that's going to make it easy for you. So like I think you're figuring it out because somebody else is bringing it to you. Maybe a friend, all right, or maybe somebody who has like a little bit of like a crush on you. You know what I mean? Or they're just fond of you. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn. Yeah, they're going to share with y'all. It's going to be somebody who's going to share maybe their experience or like help you out in some way. So you're not going to have to work that hard. All right. So it's maybe like a friend who sometimes just brings you opportunities, brings you customers, brings you like ideas. I got the Page of Wands here too. So this is somebody who like inspires you guys at the same time and shares with you, shares like, I don't know, maybe sometimes it'd be like somebody who strategically watches you, because we do got that, where they strategically watch you. Because I do got the Page of Wands in reverse. So it could be like there is jealousy there. Like they watch you, but like be jealous of you. But like I learn from you. But like, and then because like I see you do something, they may innovate something that you do. And then you guys like, in this, or you may innovate something that you see them do. And that might be what like helps you guys like get the money. Like you may notice something that they're doing that maybe they're just like not like doing the right way because of the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Like it may be something that they're doing, but like you're like, okay, if I just do it this way, more efficient. So like you guys may kind of see something that they're doing and make it more efficient. You know what I mean? And this could just be coworkers or people are noticing about you. They're noticing something that you're doing and then doing it and trying to make it more efficient. It may not have the same sauce though, because we got the Page of Wands and we got the Justice in reverse and we got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So it may not have the same sauce, but they may try it. They may try it. You know what I mean? So somebody, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, you at 850? Get it, Linus. Damn, you almost had a stack. It'd be by the end of this week, you have 1,000 people. Damn, then they'll be putting the commercials on your page. Linus, you're gonna have commercials on your page. Nah. All right, so Page of Wands can sometimes be people who are jealous because you maybe not have to work as hard. All right, so that might be part of like what it is. Like you don't have to work as hard, and people are giving to you more than what they're giving to me, or so that might be it. You know what I mean? Or you're getting more results than I am, or you know what I mean? So this month it looks like you guys won't have to work too hard for your money. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you guys, I don't feel you guys are working over. Usually it's like you guys are overworking, but you guys aren't. You said, oh, you waitlisted for what I do? What I do, Harley? Anyway, so yeah, this month you guys aren't working too hard. I get you guys being more like a show-off energy. You know what I mean? Being unapologetic for yourselves, being a lot more like, I don't know, spontaneous when you feel like it. So some of y'all is like, when you feel like working, you do work. You may have these little spurts this month where like you're putting in a lot of energy, putting in a lot of passion, doing everything you want to do. You know what I mean? You just showed up here, Harley. But yeah, I was doing Leo just for you. You know it. Just for you. So, yeah, that's about it. You guys, you know, I don't know, just being yourselves. When you feel like working or when you feel like giving your best effort, that's when you guys will. And then other days you guys are like probably just kind of taking it easy, taking time off. You know what I mean? So this month would be probably pretty balanced. You know what I mean? You guys would be feeling maybe more in flow or just strategically knowing what to do, when to do it. Like, you know, knowing when to put the work in. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys are paying attention to schedule or paying attention to like I said, what works. Like, okay, I see this is working, so I'm going to do that. Oh, this is not working, so I'm not going to do that. It's smart. It just makes sense. All right, so it could be doing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus. Could be dealing with these signs. All right. All right, so let's look at love for y'all this month. What we talking about? Unexpected messages. Somebody going to be trying to fuck y'all. Could be a Libra. I mean, could be a Scorpio. I said Libra, but it could be a Libra, but I was thinking Scorpio. But, So it's maybe a secret connection, or somebody who's, I would say, some of y'all who's like being slick in a way. Maybe somebody, who is this? Could be a Leo. I got fifth house, so you guys could be having a little bit of romantic pleasure, dating, and we got the comment came back out. So unexpectedly, you guys gonna be dating, maybe having sex. Unexpectedly, like, I don't know, just having fun. You know what I mean? Romantic little get-togethers. Unexpectedly getting communication from people you guys are interested in romantically. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe just, like I said, if not dating and going out and like having fun. I get fun, at least unexpected fun, stuff that you probably didn't expect to have fun doing. You know what I mean? Like, there may be disruptions. That might be why you guys aren't working as hard, because you guys may be being entertained, or like, you know, your attention may be elsewhere. That might be part of like what's going on when it comes to like internal study, maybe because of like romance. You know what I mean? So that's why I was always thinking work can't go great and romance go great at the same time, because one of those things aren't getting your focal point. Unless you guys are like in casual relationships, then you can work, and you know what I mean, and then they could be like fun. They could be like a sense of release or a sense of like escape from work. So like some of y'all, this may be that fifth house usually are like relationships that are escape from work, and that would make sense because I was just saying in career that you guys may not be working as hard. You know what I mean? Or you guys may like be like having the schedule where you're like, when I feel like working, I'm going to work, and it's probably because you guys are having fun. All right. So unexpectedly, you guys are, like I said, going out, having fun, enjoying yourselves. You know what I mean? Maybe meeting people. Messages, romantic messages, a lot of dirty texts, or like a lot of like, I don't know, just flirty texts or calls or messages, or, you know what I mean, flattery. We got the sun here, so you guys will be feeling attractive, feeling more outgoing this month. All right, getting a lot more attention. Yeah, we got Page of Wands, Three of Swords. Y'all may be the heartbreaker this month. All right, or you guys are like healing your heart by getting out and venturing, meeting new people. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Empress in reverse, Nine of Cups. So some of y'all are getting used to like being on your own and expecting a certain type of treatment. You guys may be getting used to this certain type of treatment. So this may be also what's treating you guys like, I don't know, maybe it's inspiring you guys to put yourselves out there a lot more with the Sun and the Page of Wands. It's putting yourselves out there a lot more and putting yourselves on a pedestal. You know what I mean? And you got Nine of Pentacles with the Queen, with the Empress in reverse, and so some of y'all, this may be like a new outlook that you guys are having about yourselves shortly. Where you guys may even feel a little younger. You may feel a little younger with the Page of Wands and the Sun. You may feel a little bit younger. You know what I mean? Feel like up for like making another mistake in love, and not really sad about it. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So like if you guys had an ending with the connection, or disruption, unexpected ending or disruption with somebody, they may be seeing you with a new light. With the Sun, they may be seeing you with new eyes, especially with the Three of Swords in reverse. Some of y'all, they may miss y'all. They may feel entitled to your attention, or feel entitled to having you around because of Nine of Pentacles. They may feel like you guys are comfortable now. Like maybe you guys have gotten used to maybe being single, or used to doing stuff on your own. So you may be getting a message from them, you know what I mean, where they want to reach out to you guys again. You say, yep, let me be young and dumb. They may want to reach out to y'all again. Some of y'all, because of the Page of Swords, could be like them, but like, I don't know, it's sometimes like love at first sight. So you guys may be like a magnet for like younger people, or people who are taking really good care of themselves if they're older, because of the Empress in reverse. So like, even if you're older, you may look like you've really maintained yourself, or really taken care of yourself, or you just may look kind of young in the face, or young maybe sometimes in the body, because of like the Page of Wands and the Empress in reverse. Sometimes can make you a little promiscuous. It doesn't have to be, but like you guys maybe just be feeling rejuvenated, feeling a little bit more sexual, feeling a little bit more attractive, you know what I mean? Wanting to like be entertained, and feeling like people need to entertain you, you know what I mean? But also looking like you may not really be wanting to commit. You may be wanting to, but like you may kind of give off the vibe that you're not wanting to this month, you know what I mean? Because you may be coming off as like, I don't know, just more outgoing, more talkative, more maybe flirty, more passionate about stuff. You know what I'm saying? You said that's why these young niggas are young. Because you seem more passionate, you seem more outgoing. You know what I mean? It's like you look like you took. If you're older, you took care of yourself. And a lot of them think that you got the bag. They may think that you have money. So you may be dealing with people who are like, I don't know. Sometimes they could be using y'all. Some of y'all are just using y'all for pleasure or for the experience, because you may be top dollar, top. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna say a top model to them, or top. You know what I mean? Quality to them, because the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles usually is like self-possessed. So you may be feeling really like about yourself this month, you know what I mean? And that might be why they're really attracted to you, because like it seems like you'd be fun, like for fun, but also I could see that if it went wrong, we could still kind of stay together. You know what I mean? So like they're viewing that about you. All right. So I don't know. Somebody could be missing y'all, or feeling discouraged by like your independence, feeling discouraged if you've gotten yourself together. You know what I mean? So somehow you may be shining and looking pretty good, and they're like, So they could be, some of y'all, they could be a little sad that you guys aren't like I don't know, like maybe like you're not like as attainable now, or as like accessible. as accessible as you once were. That could be it. So people could be upset with you guys this month if you guys aren't as accessible this month. Okay, anyway, it could be a Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Sag. All right, some of y'all also could be dealing with foreign people or dealing with people who are like into like the healing field or maybe a spiritual field or into like, I don't know, health or into, I don't know. You guys are also working through an existing health issue. So this could be getting better in some way. All right. I think this month you guys be focused on taking care of yourselves more than anything. All right, so we got Virgo. Let's look. Virgo, career. Okay, we doing good. Let me see, what is that? I think that's 7. We're doing good. All right, we're doing good. Woo! I was thinking that's Aries, Taurus, Cancer 6, Leo 7, 8 is Virgo. Okay, cool. We are good. We are good. No, 7 is Virgo. No, it can't be. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is. Okay. All right, so anyway, Virgo. This is a career. What are we talking about? Yeah. So you guys may become a little bit more competitive at your career or become a little bit more assertive, aggressive. Okay. All right, what we got? Boom. Healing. Okay, so some insecurities or some vulnerabilities that you would. So this sometimes can be like weaknesses at work. Some of y'all may feel underpaid at work. All right, like for what you bring. I got a partnership coming your way that's about to strengthen your money. So it could be, some of y'all could be like a collab. It could be like working with a partner, somebody who like, they value the same things as you. They have the same amount of self-worth as you. It's 6. Virgo 6. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Yep. Cancer. Leo. Yeah, you're right. Bam, 6. You're right. Thank you. All right. So this may be also somebody who teaches you through their insecurities or teaches you from like what they were insecure about. Maybe from like their flaws or their weaknesses. You may learn from other people or they may be learning from you. All right. But anyway, I get you guys healing your work, your money, and healing your value around like maybe like certain results or certain like status. You guys are healing that. You guys may feel in the beginning of the month though, you guys may feel insecure about your status or feel insecure about your finances. So you guys, there's a healing that's going to happen to it. So I'm guessing towards maybe the end of the month, but it could be in time. It could be in the beginning of the month. It could be in the middle of the month. Who knows? Just sometime in this month, you guys will be healing some type of financial issues. Either you guys are learning how to manage your money, learning how to budget your money. And I'm guessing this is totally outside of like career because it has nothing to do with, second house can have to do with your work ethic. So, but it also means that you'll be getting the rewards for that. So you may, at first, like I said, some of y'all may feel like underpaid, undervalued for working, but at some point, you're going to get the rewards for working hard for the time and the energy that you put into it. So that's going to be good stuff. All right. So you guys maybe have a lot more strength. And this could be like spiritual strength where like, I know like with purpose that this is going to work because like your value is based on like what you believe, you know what I mean? So you guys may be like, I don't know, learning from your mistakes a lot faster. Some of y'all may also be coming in like a teacher position or just maybe learning something. And I think it's like learning on the go, learning from mistakes, learning from like past interaction, maybe learning from other people's mistakes. This could be even that, you know what I mean? Because, it could be also like a mentor that comes in and kind of like calls your mistakes to your attention because the page is, the Ace of Swords in reverse. All right, so it's good like information or stuff pertinent information that you guys may have overlooked or stuff like that. Some of y'all like going back to school, going back to training. You know what I mean? Maybe like, this could be like just to get another position because after this information comes or after you guys learn something or get the wisdom or inspiration or insight that you're going to get, the 3 of Wands comes. So that's where that expansion comes. This is higher prospects. New things are like on the horizon now. Better things are on the horizon. So you're going to get some type of information. Some of y'all could just be like a new opportunity that maybe like you weren't aware of, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a job, you know what I mean? But it's like a prospect that has potential to go far by this month, you know what I mean? So some of y'all could be like new creative ventures, new creative ideas that you sat on. This could be like ideas that you already maybe had that you just didn't push forward, you know what I mean? So there's maybe somebody who comes along. 10 of Swords here. All right, so this is gonna be somebody who's gonna get you guys out of like your fear of failure, your fear of mistakes, your fear of getting it wrong, your fear of saying the wrong things, suppressing stuff that you know that you need to address, overlooking stuff that you know that you need to address. This is somebody who's going to come in and help y'all. So you will have like either a manager, a boss, a trainer, or somebody who just acts like a mentor who comes in and kind of calls attention to stuff for you. Like, okay, all right. And because they're around, it's going to be somebody who's going to help like elevate you or push you further. Your horizons are going to expand because of this person being here. So some of y'all maybe like they may text you, call you. You guys may like just kind of like have like, like I would say rhetorical conversations at times. So like rhetorical, you just like they tell you something, and then like in hindsight, you be like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, should have been did that. Cause that's how this person may act. They may act like I know it all. Where you're like, yeah, you should have been did that. You know what I mean? 5 of Pentacles. Somebody who's been around, could be a resource. some of y'all maybe like a peer or coworker or something like that. It could be a neighbor. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like you guys made the next cubicle or some shit like that. I don't know. I get you guys getting closer to the people who've been around y'all and starting to use the resources that are around y'all, and that's going to heal the money or heal your finances or heal like your status. You know what I mean? Or heal like help you guys see more results for your work ethic. So you may be taking on other people's insight or like listening to like good advice, you know what I mean? Maybe unsolicited at first, you know what I mean? Because maybe you didn't know that you needed it, you know what I mean? So like whatever you're doing, the Ten of Swords sometimes like it's not working, so they may just kind of give you a little bit of like a aha moment. Hey, you know what I mean? Because the Ten of Swords is also a transmutation, and Nine of Wands means that there's something on the tipping point or something on the brink of happening. And then we go into the Four of Wands, and that Four of Wands is a milestone or some type of celebration or completion of something or getting past a certain stage in some point. You guys are getting past some type of stage. Just some of y'all could just be like not talking to your coworkers or not really feeling seen or feeling acknowledged. You're going to be getting a little bit more acknowledgement. And I say a little bit more because the Three of Wands is like there's a big hope for more to happen, but like take this as a good signal or a good sign that something is on the verge of happening in the way that you would like it to. So some of y'all could just be conversations with coworkers and you guys start to get closer and you start to get information and start to understand the job a little bit more than what you did in the first place. All right. Anyway, Aries, Leo, so it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, and Gemini, Taurus, and Leo, Aquarius. I say Capricorn, Aquarius. Also, you guys may not be like being as wow, we only got what? Are you serious? Only got 95 likes? Whoa. I got 131 in the chat. It was 131 in the chat. Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, with the King of Wands in reverse. There could be also like jealousy with your peers, but it could also be like you guys aren't being as disciplined, maybe aren't being as like not consistent, but as like passionate as you was. So that may be something that they're like bringing to your attention. Like, you know, maybe you've lost the enthusiasm in a way, or, you know, sometimes it could just be like, you know, maybe you guys feel like there's a certain, I don't know. I get your expectations being met soon, is what I will say. Your expectations will be met soon. All right, so let's look at love for Virgo. All right, you guys are becoming either a lot more confident being like individual or being single, or a lot more confident taking lead, being assertive, saying what you need. So like, if you guys suck at like, I need a little hug, I need a little cuddles, I need some kisses, I need this. All right, oh, okay, we got love. It's going to be a renewal in love, or a commitment is coming your way. It could be with a Libra, it could be with a Taurus, it could be with a Cancer. So it's going to be somebody who, this month, you guys are, if you aren't getting into a relationship, because we do got commitment here, if you guys aren't getting into like a committed relationship, then you guys are just liked by people at this time for your aesthetic, for your appearance, for your maybe nurturing capabilities. You may be looked at more as like a mother figure, or even if you're a man, you may be looked at more as like a nurturing, caring figure, and liked by people at this time. Because we got Cancer and we got the Moon, so you may have like closer levels of intimacy, more levels of trust. People may just naturally feel trust and like feel drawn towards you guys. I don't know, you may be feeling a little bit more sensual, a little bit more comfortable in your body. So like you may be dressing a little bit more different this month, and that could be also maybe more appealing to people. It's just like this month you're gonna be appealing to people, so that's a good stuff. All right, that's for sure. Some of y'all may get into a relationship because there's potential for it. So you may get into a relationship with somebody who feels like a soulmate. They love in the way that you want to be loved. They're inspiring. They're inspired by you. You know, you guys may kind of share in that same type of energy. They take care of your needs. They have a lot of emotional depth. They have a lot of emotional maturity. If this is like a past person, then I don't know. They maybe want marriage, or I don't know. You make the relationship feel a lot more devoted, or you may feel a lot more devoted in the relationship if you have one already. All right. So either way, connections are going to be going good because we got the Moon and Venus. So this means that there's a sense of like peace, a sense of comfort, a piece of care, a sense of like feeling heard. So you'll be having that in your connections. And even if you don't have a romantic connection at all, you know what I mean? You guys will recognize that love is all around you. So you guys, sometimes most times when I see Venus love, I always think of it as being multiple options. So you guys could date around if you wanted to. Nine of Swords may mean that you guys start realizing that you guys have the aesthetic that a lot of people want. So you may be like, you know, maybe your body is T, maybe your face is like, you know what I mean, that, maybe the way that you dress is that, maybe your values fit, you know what I mean? Because we got Justice here too on the bottom of the deck, but the Nine of Swords here is a self-realization. So this month, you guys are realizing what people like about y'all. You know what I mean? And then you got the Magician. And then you guys are either making yourselves like fit that way. So maybe some of y'all like realizing like what people want, and then starting to like make yourself appear that way. You know what I mean? So This could be that, because this could also get you guys the relationships that y'all want. You know what I mean? That the Magician is here, which means that you guys may be adapting your approach. The Strength in reverse, you may be adapting your approach or changing your way of like doing stuff just to kind of fit the mold or fit, I don't know, fit other people. Sometimes, because we got 10 swords, this could be a self-betrayal, but it's to get dates, to romance. So this could be like you lie. Or people that you're dealing with are lying. So it's one of the two. Either you lie or they're going to lie to you this month. One of y'all going to lie to each other or be what the other person would like them to be just to try to get the control in the relationship. So you may go along with somebody's fairy tale, go along with somebody's like expectations, live up to it for a little bit and then manipulate this month. Or somebody's going to do that to you just to have the relationship because you're looking very appealing. All right, so somebody may kind of like go along with what you would like them to go along with, give up control just for a little bit. But I got that from the Strength to the 10 of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups. I get them just to want to reconcile, and then they may get distracted again. So some of y'all, maybe somebody who kind of like this month, y'all may go on dates or like date around and maybe like text for a little bit, or you know what I mean, socialize. I get socializing, but like maybe these are socializing for some of y'all as like a way of like distracting yourself from maybe another connection, because we do got 10 of Swords. So like if you had an ending, then you may be just like dating around or like having friends, holding conversation with people, just as a way of kind of like distracting yourself from another relationship, or maybe distracting yourself from work, you know, because that 2 of Wands could be about like just, you know, maybe like being distracted from what you desire, from what you really want. So these maybe connections like they're like fill a void or fill some space for like, this isn't really what I want, but like I'm having fun with it. You know what I mean? So that might be it too. I get this person maybe manipulating in a way or telling you what you want to hear though. Or you may notice this, that people are doing that, telling you what you want to hear, because you maybe look very attractive this month. You know what I mean? You may want connection, you may want commitment, you may want emotional like intimacy, and they may like, I don't know, I can't get them saying like okay, I'll be that way. You know what I mean? But with the 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, you may realize that they're just saying what needs to be said to get what they want, especially with the Strength in reverse, 3 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Like these may just be people who want what they want, so they may just be telling it to you just to kind of get that. Like, I'm going to do that, but they really are like trying to get control. So like their mannerisms at some point are going to kind of like show who they truly are, and then you're like, oh, or the way they do stuff, you can be like, oh, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Trying to pull the wool over my eyes, I get it. 10 of Swords is like it's a self-betrayal, but it could be like they betray themselves or you betray yourselves, because sometimes the 10 of Swords keeps happening because you knew this shit was going to happen. But you just keep putting yourself back in that little pattern because it's like, well, I have an expectation. I want to win. Some of y'all may be just in a state of like, you want to win this month. You know what I mean? So you may want to like, sometimes you may just want to have relationships just to kind of conquer the person. Like you may not want this person back, but you may feel like this person may have betrayed you, or you may feel that this person did you wrong. And it's like as a way of like maybe making yourself feel better, because that justice sometimes like, I want to make myself feel better, or I want retribution. And because you want retribution, you just want the person back, which is a true story that happened to me. There was a girl I was dating one time. She broke up with me, and it was like in a terrible way. And I felt some type of way, even though I did not like her like that. I like for years, I kept wanting to just win her over just so I can like, no, you don't leave me. I leave you. I don't like you like that. You don't fucking not, you know what I mean? You don't get to not like me first. I didn't like you, and I gave you the chance. And then you going to do that. So like, I know you've been with a guy before as a woman, for most of y'all, right? You've been with a guy before who probably wasn't what you wanted, but like you took him on, and then suddenly he started thinking he the shit. You're like, what the fuck? Hold on, I was giving you the chance. That may be this type of moment. Or like this could have been like a situation where like somebody may feel like they're doing that with y'all. So like this may be that. You know what I mean? So anyway, could be dealing with a Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Aries, Scorpio. All right. Yeah, for real. Yo, she popped me, Will. I was sick. I was like, hold on. Whoa, baby. I didn't even like you like that. You tripping. And I was upset about that, but I was like, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You said, I swear that just happened to me, right? That'd be the worst. That'd be the worst. You know what I mean? That's why I was telling that story. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be rejected by a woman you don't want. That's why you don't go for the ones you want. Like, man, I'm not. You do not go for the ones you do not want. Do not shoot for those when it comes to women. You know what I mean? And with women, with men, don't take the men you do not want. Don't do it. Be okay without it. You know what I mean? That's my big thing. Is like, I'm not shooting shots at women I do not want. No, because imagine getting rejected by a woman you didn't even like that. Ugh. Imagine getting rejected by a guy or getting like dissed by a guy that you did not like that. That's the worst. That make you feel like, am I not even good for the trash? Fuck out of here. All right, so anyway, Libra. Like, I can't even get the low-hanging fruit? They think they're this? Oh, no. All right, so anyway, Libra. Let's look at career real quick. You said, I really don't want him. I gave him a chance. And now you just kind of wanted, you just wanted just to have it, just to kind of like, you don't get to like, just, I mean, discard me. Like, who are you? Like, what? No. All right, so what we got here? All right, so you guys do for work, career, this is pretty good for y'all. You guys may have a renewed sense of optimism soon about work. All right, so this could be expansion. This could be also a new opportunity that comes your way, a lucky opportunity that comes your way. This may be one that's also life-changing. So like in career, this could be maybe new aspirations. This could be, I don't know, just expansion, which could mean that good stuff is just happening for y'all. You know what I mean? Like beneficial or just lucky opportunities financially, possibly, or just like where you have a little bit more influence, a little bit more say so. Some type of life-changing situations is coming for y'all in career. All right, so some of y'all just could be like you guys maybe like going back to school or I don't know, experiencing something that's like mind altering, you know what I mean, or something that maybe like you may take on a new philosophy at work because, you know, like sometimes you can have an experience at work that makes you like take this into the world. You know what I mean, like let's say that you're like a counselor and maybe you have an experience with a client and they say something to you that like makes you realize like, oh, I probably could be like, look, like you may recognize like how people see the world, and then you can like maybe use that for like maybe more training or use it for like an experience to share with other people to kind of like tie everything all together. You know what I mean? So you guys may be learning something in depth where you're able to tie everything all together. All right, I got the sun here, I got the King of Wands. So you guys have a lot more confidence. You guys will also start recognizing how you dim yourself down to like maybe get the approval of others or for what you feel to be the right way. All right, so a generous opportunity is coming. All right, you guys may be dealing with I don't know, maybe more influential or more affluent people. All right, working hard, seeing it pay off. There's also going to be envy because of the influence or impact that you guys are having. You guys are able to sway a crowd. That's what's going to be happening. So you guys may be able to sway a crowd or like having a little bit more stage presence or having a little bit more pull behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So there could be jealousy and envy about that. People may be feeling competitive towards y'all because it looks like it's paying off better for you than it pays off for me. Or it feels like you have more control or more say-so or have more leverage or like more than by me. All right, so there could be that. I do get that competitiveness around you guys. All right, people may be manipulating y'all or maybe using y'all words, copywriting y'all or something like that, imitating. I definitely see imitation going on this month for y'all when it comes to career. All right, people may be seeing, like I said, seeing what works for you, and for y'all, for real, it may just be luck. Like you may get a lucky ass job, you know what I mean, or get a lucky ass opportunity, or somebody who's just sweet on y'all, is pulling strings behind the scenes for y'all, so you don't really have to do too much. You guys are Libras, you guys are like, and I think it's like what's going on? It's Libra season, so it's like a good time. The sun's in y'all season, so this is a good time. So like this is like a time where people make things work for y'all. You know what I mean? You're able to kind of like manipulate and like, I mean, I'm gonna say manipulate, but manipulate is not always a bad word. It's not always a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like we're manipulating water to make electricity. You know what I mean? We're manipulating air to like, you know, power fans and, you know, create energy. So it's like, it's not a bad thing to manipulate, but you guys are able to manipulate maybe how people feel about you. Use these to your advantages: skill sets, talents, abilities, influence, mannerisms, communication, the way you guys talk, you know, maybe the way that you dress, maybe your appearance. You guys are like able to use your influence this month to your advantage. So you guys could be like, maybe people are sharing more of themselves, maybe expressing more vulnerability. Oh, happy belated birthday! I mean, happy birthday in advance, in case I do not be here. In case we don't like encounter each other on that day. Yeah. People, like I said, people are gonna be jealous this month about like, I don't know, maybe your results, your progress. You know what I mean? You guys may be making a little bit more money. I don't know what you may do. If, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys like, if you work salary, I don't think you can make more money, but maybe you make money in like other ways. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's like a raise or a promotion, possibly with the Hierophant and the King of Cups. This could be a generous offer of like, you know, promotion. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may be like outshining or outdoing people. You know what I'm saying? Or outwitting people or outsmarting people to get them to give more, invest more. So some of y'all maybe like the way that you say stuff is like making people, like if you have clients, customers, the way you say stuff is making them want to give you more. Like, oh, here, I'm going to do more for you. You know what I mean? I get you guys like, you know, not like, maybe not procrastinating or like seeming like you're not having to work as hard, or like maybe it's like not looking like you're working hard. You know what I mean? So maybe that's part of it. Like the job itself, you may have like more optimism and more like enjoyment to it because it doesn't feel like you're working hard. It may like, I don't know, like I said, it may uncover stuff to you that like, you know, you just may enjoy, and it kind of gives you like a sense of maybe purpose. You know what I mean? So you may have that at work soon. All right, could be done with the Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. Is that all signs? No, because I did not say Capricorn or Aries or any of that. Okay. Let's look at love for Libra. Okay, stuff about to work out for y'all. We got 10. We got. I seen Jupiter and I seen Trine. So this is lucky opportunities, beneficial interactions. Some of y'all gonna be dealing with people who are big deals to y'all. Meaningful connections coming your way. We got 11th house. So you guys are either about to come to some type of negotiation or come to some type of understanding with somebody. Or 11th house can just mean that some of y'all may be dating people who are out of your league. All right, people who are usually higher up. 11th house are friends or people who are like higher up or have like maybe more influence. All right, this could also be like you're being liked by people. We got potential. So you may be like, some of y'all may be potentially dating friends, dating followers, dating people that you guys see in like, I don't know. I always think of like 11th house as being where there are groups of people. So y'all may be dating in groups of people. All right, like being singled out too. So like if you're around like a lot of people, you'll be singled out as like maybe the best catch. All right, like having the most potential. Maybe because you're very self-sufficient. Maybe because the way that you carry yourself. Maybe the way you dress. Maybe the way that you take care of your hygiene. Maybe the way that you, I don't know. It just you may just be seeming like the more independent or more self-sustainable partner, and this is going to make you a lot more likable with people who are like higher up or higher quality or higher status than you. Right? Because that's what 11th house are. So you may be invited to do a lot of stuff together with people this month, like group activities, social events. I don't know. Some of y'all may be dating somebody who has a large following or a large subscriber base or a large fan base or like maybe, I don't know, or is like very social and like kind of well known. So some of y'all may be dating people like that, or you're becoming this type of person where people are starting to see your potential and you're meeting a lot more people being friendly. We got Queen of Wands, so it could be that way too for y'all, where you're meeting a lot more people, you're dealing with a lot more people, you're socializing with a lot more people. A lot of people are recognizing you, noticing you, you're attractive. It's Queen of Wands, but it's just like people want to be friends, people want to associate with you, they want to be seen with you. So this month you're going to be like, it's a lot of potential for relationship or romance if you want. We got 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. We got Page of Cups in reverse. So you do got people who admire y'all, or people who are like have crushes on y'all at this time. These may be like younger people again, or people who are just a little bit older than you. Like they're not much older than you, just a little bit older than y'all. Some of y'all, these may be shorter people too. I don't know if that's a problem to y'all, but I guess I'm telling you that for a reason, because they may be shorter than y'all. All right. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Virgo. All right. So if you guys are attracting a partner this month, they're a very attractive partner. Some of y'all, they may be younger than y'all, like noticeably younger than y'all. And then others of y'all, they may be, like I said, maybe a little bit older than you, or around about, let's say about your age. Something is like an equality to the relationship. I don't know what it is exactly. It could be maybe the way that you feel about them. It could be maybe like, I don't know, the way that they express their emotions. Like they're attractive, but it may be just something that's off a little bit. Maybe it's like how much they invest into the relationship. Maybe it's like the way that they like express their, like I said that right, the way they express their emotions. It could be that they're a little shy, you know what I mean? It could be that they're like insecure in some way, or they just play these emotional games that you may not like. So it may be something like that may go on this month, you know what I mean? But like it's a lot of socializing, a lot of like, I don't know, playing, joking, you know what I mean? Flirtiness, it's potential. Like relationships that a bit, some of y'all, this could be, like I said, friends or people who you just like been socializing with, where there's potential this month for it to go further. If you guys were to put a little bit more energy, communicate a little bit more, like it may be one-sided at first, like maybe you may be giving them more attention, or they may be giving you more attention, but eventually it'll switch where it becomes something a lot more practical, a lot more stable, because this person would be afraid of you guys walking away. This may be somebody who's like kind of like right now considering how much effort, how much time, energy to like put into it. And then others of y'all, you could be walking away from relationships and then trying to build back up your security or your stability, your independence. Some of y'all may be doing that, where this month you may want to be more single, more on your own, do things that really entertain you. You may not really be pleased by a partner. You may feel like it's one side, or may feel like they're not really investing. So you may be like looking for other opportunities or being offered. I get that being the case, because if that's the case, then this person's going to be feeling a little bit more competitive, and that's when they'll be putting in more energy this month. So if they feel like other people are investing in you, then that's when they get competitive. They turn on that light like, oh. Now they want to talk more. Now they want to text more. Now they want to call more. Now they want to show up more. Now they want to be a little bit more playful and more flirtatious. Now they're a little bit more curious, a little bit more interested. This month it'll be that way. You guys may be just very friendly with people or very social with people. You know what I mean? So that's probably what's going to be dragging in, like making past people feel more competitive, or people that you're currently dealing with, where they feel like I got to step it up. I need to, like, you know what I mean? They're feeling like possessive or like, kind of territorial over you. So that's what you need to know. All right. Because as soon as a new offer comes, now all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm ready to fight for this. I'm ready to compete for this. Yeah, that's how it be though. All right. So anyway, also if these are newer partners, these are newer partners who are gonna be like trying to stake claim to you very quickly. You know what I mean? That sextile means like after a couple conversations, we kind of move kind of fast. It starts becoming like consistent. It becomes maybe part of your day to day. So these may be people who you talk to at first, where it's like one sided at first. Like you may text them, they may not text back. They may text you, you may not text back, and then eventually, after enough interactions, it becomes a lot more stable and it gets off the ground. You know what I mean? So at first, it may be strategic with the way they talk. Like that page of custody, like they're shy, but it can also mean that they play games because like they may be like I don't know. Some of y'all they may look at you if they're younger, they play games because they may be intimidated by like maybe they may think that you have other options or think that other people are interested. Because it could be somebody who's easily jealous and possessive instantly because their page of cups they fall in love very fast, but they're also unlucky in love. So they be making bad decisions at first, you know what I mean? Because they like romanticize and idolize relationships, and normally don't bring a lot emotionally to the connection, other than maybe like baby names, maybe sex, maybe kissing, maybe little gifts and stuff like that, little cute gifts and shit like that. So that may be something that you guys are experiencing this month. All right, you guys may be kind of skeptical of partners or the attention that you're getting this month too, because you may be like, what you want? Why are you like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you acting like that? You know what I mean? Or like, even if they're not investing as much, you may like wonder like, well, why are you consistently showing up? Why are you consistently communicating? Why are you consistently trying to like interact with me if you don't want anything? You get what I'm saying? So it could be Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo. All right. So that was for Libra. Bam. Scorpio. Let's look at career. I tell you what, this is pretty solid. You know what I mean? I like this one. I like the way it's going. I like the flow. It feels pretty good. All right, so Scorpio, let's look at career real quick. Let's look at career. Let's look at career. Career. What we got? Communication. Third house. Okay, that's good. Third house. We got Pisces energy. Okay, so this could be like you guys are being able to say things in a way where people are feeling called to like taking action in your career. So you guys maybe like also maybe having like the language of the collective or having the ear of everybody around you. So people may be like just listening a little bit more to you. You guys also be exchanging a lot more ideas. So like through conversations that you're having with people, you guys are picking up different like ideas or picking up different like perspectives, seeing things that maybe were once confusing to you, seeing problems and existing issues in a different way. It's almost like a breakthrough, but it's really just kind of like looking at what's been there the whole time. So they're giving you like, you may be getting a little different like, you know, tips, tricks, and this could just be through observing. You know what I'm saying? It may not necessarily be like you don't even have to talk to your coworkers. You can. What's up there, Rabbit? But it could just mean like you maybe just like talking or maybe just listening. You know, you guys becoming a lot more perceptive. Maybe starting to see stuff that people have overlooked at your job. All right. This could also mean that you guys are being romanticized by your community or being romanticized for your communication style. The way that you talk is appealing to people at this time. So you do a lot more communicating, talk to people, socialize. People like your voice at this time in your career. So like you can ask for stuff that people normally wouldn't give to other people. You know what I mean? So people may sacrifice for you at this time. They may just like, I don't know. I think they just want you to talk to them. So just talk and ask for stuff that you want. That's what's going to help. You know what I mean? So, and I said that's what's going to help. So I don't know if you guys are having problems, but usually third house does not mean, I don't know. We'll see. All right. So what we got going on here for y'all. All right, so career, you guys may be adapting to the way that you guys communicate or talk to people. So I think that's what's going to be helping you guys out. Also, this could be like communication. What we got? We got a star here. It's glow up. So in career, there's a glow up in your career. You guys may also be like learning something new, learning a skill set, learning how to use a skill set, or like allowing your personality to take shape, allowing your personality to shine more than anything. I think that might be it. Because I said it's the way you guys are communicating, where people are starting to romanticize or idolize you. Communicate. All right. Communicate a lot more. Yeah, we got Hangman here. We got the Magician. We got the Star. We got the Sun. That's all major arcanas. So the Sun in reverse and the Emperor. So you guys are like about to take form, take shape. And we got this. It's all major arcanas. We got the Sun. We got the Emperor. We got the Fool. We got the Hangman. We got the Magician. We got the Star. It's a glow up in your career. All right. So like this could be like some of y'all may even come through romance. So maybe this could be like somebody you guys date or somebody you guys like, I don't know, maybe put you on to something. Somebody maybe that you share the spotlight with them this month, or you guys may be feeling like, I don't know. I would say maybe you guys are feeling like you're outclassing the competition in a way, or your coworkers in a way. because we got the Emperor here, which means that, like, you know, people may be feeling outshined by you guys, or feeling intimidated by you guys. Like, you guys may have status that you aren't seeing. You may have impact or like control or authority that you're not seeing, like capabilities and abilities that other people can't do. Like, you may be viewed in a light that other people are not viewed in at this time. So that may come to your, like, this may come to you. Like I said, I almost said it like an Aquarius energy, but we do got the star here. So this could be like a breakthrough, an epiphany that comes through conversations, through social interactions, through observing and watching. Because sometimes with the magician here, this could be like people who, I need to get some water. My throat drying out. But like, this could be like people imitating you. You know what I mean? Or seeing what you're doing. That's like creating the outcomes that you want, or how it's like being demonstrated. You guys maybe like putting on like a skill for demonstration at work. Like, you know, so this could like maybe employers, bosses, managers may kind of feel like you're coming from my position. The way you do stuff, the way that you're like skill, or the way that you pick up, you may be picking up the job very easily, very quickly. That's what Gemini does. Like, if you guys are getting a new job or having a new job, or I don't know, I get your aspirations and your goals and your dreams like becoming like realized. So you guys may start realizing like, oh, I got star potential. Oh, I got potential more than like everybody around here. I could probably be in this position if I were to do. So like, some people could be feeling outshined by y'all because they may be feeling like you're starting to feel yourself, or starting to like smell yourself, because you may be doing stuff that they can't do. You may be saying stuff that they can't say. You may be like knowing the job in a way that they don't know it, especially with the Gemini energy. Gemini, anywhere where there's Gemini at, Gemini is usually a sign of genius. It's like Aquarius too, but it's like, I understand this thoroughly. You know what I mean? So it's mercurial. So Gemini energy means that you understand something thoroughly, especially with the magician and the star. You guys may like recognize, like, I have a lot more potential than the people around me. I am a lot more skilled. I am a lot more talented, and start exercising this trait and this ability, and it's going to make y'all stand out this month. This month, a lot more people are going to notice y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, you're going to be outshining bosses, managers, authority leaders, people who have already probably been where you've been or been established longer than y'all, or feel threatened by y'all. All right. So you may get an opportunity from them because of that. Like, they may want to kind of share the spotlight with y'all because, like, oh, if I don't, I may be losing out on a chance, you know what I mean, to like do something, some of y'all spectacular, you know what I mean? So some of y'all, a dream, a wish, a goal, something is happening here where like you guys would be idolized and romanticized or held in a higher regard shortly. You guys could be like overtaking somebody who's been, you know, a boss, a manager, a leader for a long time, or has been in like their position of status and authority for a long time. You guys maybe like, I'm about to say unearthing them, or like, you know, I don't know, just showing them up this month. All right. Yeah, you may be a force to be reckoned with this month. Fine, like I would say financially, but I also meant like in the way that you do stuff. You know what I mean? You guys may be taking unusual approaches, and really just letting personality carry, like personality, mannerisms, you know what I mean? The way you portray yourself, the way you communicate, you know what I mean? The way that you talk, the way you think. You may be thinking outside the box a lot more this month too. All right. So anyway, could be a Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And we got the Death. All those cards were still major arcana. It's going to be a major pivoting time this month for y'all. A lot of changing situations for y'all. All right. And it's going to be coming through a lot of communication. So y'all may be getting a lot of like communications that you had hoped for, a lot of conversations that you wanted to have, you're going to be having. All right. And like a lot of the conversations you're going to have are going to be like giving you guys enlightenment, or a different understanding and a different perspective of yourself. So the way you'll be viewing yourself in the career, or in the, like, it was like a big deal. You'll be like, oh shit. Oh, I'm somebody. I can make moves. I can call shots in here. So that may be like the next step where you guys may be calling shots. If it's not a promotion, you just may become aware of like what you can do, what you're capable of. You know what I mean? And really just start like doing that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, let's look at the Sagittarius career. Hold on. Let me get some water real quick, y'all. Okay. So Sag, that's good career. Career. What are we talking about? First Sag. All right. Oh, we got good. That's good. It's great. We got Trine. We got Cancer. Okay. So one or two things could happen. There's maybe multiple things that could happen here, but like I was really getting first is that people start to take on your mission, start to take on your perspective of doing things. A lot of the interactions you're gonna be having, people kind of care about your needs. They care about you being in a good position. So you could be, we got Virgo, Cancer. That's like a nurse type of energy. So you guys could be like running into situations that are very conducive for you, especially with Trine, where people are really taking care of your needs. People start to care about what you're working on. People start to care about like, I don't know, what's going to make you comfortable. You guys maybe also becoming a lot more confident and self-sufficient. You know what I mean? So like situations that are coming into your life are coming into like situations that are coming into your life or coming into your experience in general are really like positive and they're really meant for you. So like you guys, if you were like in a complacent or stagnancy, you know what I mean? Like say you're doing stuff that's working, right? But like it's still not necessarily like elevating you the way that you would want to, because maybe you're not really aware that it's going well. So like somebody may call attention to it. You'd be like, hey, this right here is going really well. So you should probably just do more of that, or like kind of keep up with that, or like kind of like affirm that you're doing really well. I get people just being like sensitive on y'all, like sensitive, you know what I mean? Caring, more like receptive towards you. I get that, being less critical, less skeptical of you, you know what I mean? So that's always good, especially in career. That's always good. You know what I mean? So you guys may also be getting some type of beneficial opportunity soon, or some type of like, I don't know, reward or something like that, or just like a very like opportunistic moment is coming for y'all in career. This could be expansion because of Trine. Trine means that the stuff starts picking up. You know what I mean? So like even if you didn't feel like you were ready, let's say you're getting a promotion or you're being put, let's just say to do a different job or a different, I don't know, or you're being like learning a new skill set or being forced. I'm not saying forced, but like Trine means that you're being pushed. Some of y'all are being pushed to focus more so on your needs, your like individual needs outside of the job. So maybe you have to like really focus on your routine. Maybe you're focusing more on your health. That may be also part of like what would actually help some of y'all, like more focused on your health, because then maybe you have more energy. Then you can really keep up with the energy, because Trine is like it's like a push energy. So like even if you don't, I skipped Scorpio. All right, I'm gonna go back to Scorpio after this. Just remind me. I'm sorry, Scorpio. Damn, I'm sorry, Scorp. I'm sorry. Damn. All right, so this is gonna be kind of weird. See, I told y'all it happens. I knew it was gonna happen too. I was like, somewhere in here I'm gonna skip. I just knew it because it just happens. Because like, you know what I mean? But anyway, let me do this. I'm gonna do the career here for Sag, and I'm gonna go right back and do the love for Scorpio. All right. So anyway, career-wise, it's gonna be very easy. Stuff's just gonna kind of go your way. Like it's kind of like falls into place. You're gonna notice that stuff just falls into place. And even if you didn't, I did Scorpio love. No, I just did career. I didn't do Scorpio love though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed. I just did Scorpio career. I didn't do the love part. I thought about that. You know what I mean? Because career was so good that I didn't even think about like love. Like, my bad, Scorpio. So anyway, you guys are gonna get a reward shortly, or be rewarded for like your care, your like attention to detail. So like maybe at work, you know what needs to be done. You're taking action without anybody telling you. You're fulfilling a hole or a goal that needed to be filled. You guys are reaching better than expectations. You guys may be having more reach this month in general. Like people, like I said, kind of feel like people are concerned and people care about what you have going on. So you're gonna notice that. That's what's going to allow you guys to expand. That's what's going to allow you guys to have more luck. That's what's going to allow you guys to have a lot more support around you. People will care. People are going to get on board with whatever you got going on. All right. Even if you're moody, people will like it. They don't care. They get along. I got King of Wands. Oh no, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Okay, so that's good news too when it comes to career. This means that stuff is starting to take off. You guys may be having a lot more passion, a lot more like, I don't know, desire to like see stuff come into fruition. Because that's what the Trine is. It's like opportunities for growth. Like any situation that comes into your like, and maybe your vision or comes within your like experience, is for you to like start taking action on, and like from the lessons that you've already learned. We got King of Swords. So from the lessons that you've already learned, take action on these things. Feel inspired again. That's what they're meant to do. So people are going to be caring so that way you can feel inspired again, because they're going to make you feel like you're in the right way. You're going in the right direction. You're doing what you need to do. So this could be positive affirmations. This could be, like I said, compliments. This could be, I don't know, people starting to do what you do. All right. I got Page of Pentacles here. So this could be like people doing what you do. Oh, that's a Knight of Pentacles. My bad. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So you may also have friends or people who are like, this could be like changing your schedule around too. You guys may be changing your schedule, maybe slowing down the amount of like communication or talking at your job, maybe. So maybe you're slowing down on that. Because I got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands usually just means that like sometimes like slowing progress, slowing momentum, but it can't be what they're trying. That would be like, I don't know. I guess sometimes the slowing down the energy, maybe like how much you put in. Like maybe you don't have to work as much. Like if you guys were, let's say, in management or in like a boss leadership position, you may be like, I don't know, delegating more. You know what I'm saying? And people may be like doing the job for you more, or people are like, some of y'all, they could be like paying more, or like, I don't know, you may not have to do as much for the work, for the money. You may not have to work as much or like consistently show up. That might be part of what it is. You know what I mean? You may not have to consistently show up a lot. You know what I mean? I get a lot of messages, communication coming, a lot of talking. So maybe not talking, but like a lot of like communication you were expecting to get. So maybe like promotion, maybe like results you were expecting to get. I get that coming. You know what I mean? It may be kind of slow at first, or it may seem like it's not coming, but it's going to come. You guys just got to like stay motivated. Somebody's going to be on your side telling you like, yeah, you're doing good. Keep going. You know what I mean? So you may feel like, I don't know, am I doing the right thing? Am I like showing up the way I'm supposed to show up? You may kind of like be inconsistent in your progress, but like it's going to be making progress. So like maybe without really having to put in real effort and you're still making progress. You know what I mean? It just may be the way that you communicate or say stuff to people that kind of makes them like get on board is what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, it could be a Sag, could be an Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Virgo. I did want to say though, people may be more self-motivated to like. So you may have to like kind of communicate in a way where people understand that it's in their best interest to work with you, or to follow your rules, or to follow your insight, or to listen to you. You may kind of show people that it's worth their interest. You know what I mean? That's how people are going to be getting on board this month. You make it work. Maybe you're making it worth people's time, or they're making it worth your time. I think that's going to be something that some of y'all may be taking on, because sometimes the trine gives me like a Sagittarius energy, which has to do with a philosophy. And we do got the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords, so it could be a philosophy that you guys are taking on. What's up there, Tracy Trace? It could be a philosophy that you guys are like putting into action. Like maybe you do it inconsistently in some way, or people are kind of picking up the vibe or starting to recognize like what works with getting you to like maybe show up consistently, or what works with getting you to like invest. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to the love reading after I go back to Scorpio. So I'm about to go back to Scorpio, do this love reading real quick. Scorpio. Somebody, can y'all remember to put that there for Scorpio? Because I'll be forgetting. So somebody, when you do the timeline, just remind me, or just let everybody else know. Okay, so that wanted to come out. So we got Sag, we got Pisces energy. Okay, so it's gonna be a big deal. Meaningful connections coming your way. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna be aggressive and assertive. Could be a Sag, could be a Pisces, could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. All right, so this month you guys may be feeling a little bit more attractive, more sexually appealing. You guys may be feeling also like romanticized at this time. So a lot of people may be like, this may be a lot of people like kind of like pushing towards maybe having some type of connection with y'all romantically this month. All right, so some of y'all may be dealing with foreigners, or dealing with people who are like, I don't know, just maybe like young in the face is what I want to say, young in the face. So like the way they look is like very like gentle, soft, maybe well shaven, or like well groomed. All right, could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, Sag. All right, I guess somebody strategically trying to invest into a connection with y'all. So this is somebody who wants to settle down, or wants to be more passionate towards y'all. Somebody who's pressed about y'all. All right, could be a Sag, could be Aquarius, could be a Capricorn. Yeah, somebody who's pressed about y'all body. This may be somebody who's also into their body. So this is somebody who already romanticized y'all. If it's a past connection, or somebody who you guys had a breakup with, they're wanting to renew, refresh the connection, re-envision the connection, and put in more effort. They're gonna be very pressed to like push this situation forward. I got Six of Swords and the Strength. So this is somebody who may have either hurt y'all, or somebody who maybe got hurt in the process of a connection with y'all. Maybe they were like being standoffish. Maybe they were being like, I don't know, just difficult. Because the Seven of Swords in this one is like they're being difficult. Maybe they're being confusing. You know, maybe they're ignoring what was going wrong. Maybe they're ignoring your needs at some point. I guess this person wanted to sacrifice for y'all if it's a past person. If it's a newer person, this is somebody who's going to be strategically trying to invest in a relationship with y'all, putting a lot of effort. They may be like, I don't know, some of y'all, well, they're about your, with Queen of Pentacles, they could be a little bit older than y'all. You may not feel the exact same way about people this month, you know what I mean, when it comes to relationships, or you may not feel the same way about relationships. Whoever these people are that come into your life, they're coming in to give you more meaning when it comes to romance. So it's giving you a higher perspective. And maybe some of y'all could even be like a lover boy, lover girl type of fantasy that you may be like living into this month, or like kind of like feeling like. So some of y'all, this could be like just dreaming about it at first, and then maybe dreaming up the ideal partner. because the star is here, which means that you guys are getting a wish fulfillment when it comes to relationships. So some of y'all, if you want like casual, this could be casual, but like they may already kind of have it in their mind that they want it to be long term, or they would maybe not long term. They would like to maybe commit. That may be their long. That may be their long. Let's just say that may be their long game. You may be dealing with partners who have a long game in mind, where strategically they invest. You know, they like show up. They're persistent. They're devoted. But the Ten of Wands can sometimes be burnt out energy. Like it can happen very quickly. So this may be like a relationship that happens very quickly, but then they also get kind of burnt out. You know what I mean? So like the harmony may kind of go away, but then they try to win you back. So you may get like, I don't know, this month you guys may go through like breakups, then get back together. You know what I mean? And it's because this person just finds you to be very attractive. Maybe you guys have like star quality at this time because we got a star, or you guys are just like a big deal in their life, or you could just be foreign to them, or you could just be like maybe they've never had this experience before with like a person like you. They may idolize you, romanticize you. Sometimes it could be like love at first sight. So this month you may be having these experiences where it may feel love at first sight, but you may question it. You may question if this makes like practical or rational sense. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why do I feel this strongly about this person so fast, so quickly? Or they wonder about this themselves. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, if it's a past person, they're looking at it in hindsight about what they should have gave. So they could be like romanticizing you and idolizing you now, looking at you in this different light. Maybe you've glowed up a little bit. Maybe you've like changed your body in a way. Like you guys may be more focused on like your body this month. You know what I mean? I kind of get that being the case because Queen of Pentacles and the Star, like just you guys may be maintaining yourselves very well this month. And that's attracting different people where they romanticize, idolize, see you in a perfect light. They look past your flaws on purpose. Like they may see it. Like maybe you have a little baby fat. Maybe you have a little, I don't know, maybe you're short. Maybe you're thicker. Maybe you're slimmer. You know what I mean? Maybe you're older. Maybe you're younger. They kind of romanticize and like overlook those situations anyway. Like, I don't care. You do such a good job. It's mostly because you're a physical body. So at this point, if you guys are really focused on your body, this is a good sign. This is a good time. You know what I mean? Because you're having people who see potential in this relationship. They may act like they don't see it that way. You know what I mean? Especially if they're men. Men don't like to act like they care about the relationship going like too far, too fast. It's usually good for that. It's good. That's a good sign. If they be moving too fast, you know that motherfucker wants something or needs something. So know that. But if they be acting like they don't want nothing, but that they stay consistent, stay devoted, stay passionate, this is good. That's good. That's good. It's good. Don't be fooled. Sometimes with the Pisces energy, you may misread or mislook. You know what I'm saying? You may misread or mislook. You know what I'm saying? Because of maybe the way things go. You know what I mean? I'm doing Scorpio right now, dimensions. You may misread or mislead things because of like maybe they're not as like passionate and devoted in the beginning stages. They do it in a more subtle, strategic way. You know what I mean? Like this could be like subtle, strategic. Could be like throughout the month they text you, but like irregularly. You know what I mean? Or they kind of like they text you, but they make it maybe more professional, like when they talk, and not like so romantic way. Even though they see romantic implications with you, they may also view you to be a big deal. So they may kind of feel like they need to like keep this air of like, you know, maybe, I don't know, being like grounded within themselves. Like it may be hard for people to stay grounded in the connection with you. All right, what's up there, enlightened individual? Six of Swords just means that connections could be, some of y'all could be moving on from connections, and then others of y'all may be like moving connections forward. Even if you don't feel the exact same way in initial stages, it has potential because the Six of Swords can mean that you guys are talking it out. We'll eventually have heart-to-hearts, like within time though. So some of y'all may not be as patient. Y'all may want relationships to move very quickly, or the partners you're dealing with will want things to move very quickly, but they may act like they don't. One of the two is going on. If you want relationships to go very quickly, act like you don't. That's the best part at this point, is like act like you don't. But don't take my advice. Just do what you want to do. I'm just saying, Seven of Swords means you may need to be strategic to get your needs met. So you may need to act like you don't, or act more avoidant, you know what I mean, in order to be able to get that. And then others of y'all, these will be partners who are acting like they don't, you know what I'm saying, but will be like consistent, persistent, devoted, doing stuff that you can use, making their presence known a lot more, showing up for you in ways that they didn't show up before, or even if they're newer people, they're showing up for you in ways that show that they're passionate and devoted. All right, even if they don't want the relationship in the same way, they may make it just seem that way, but they do want it. All right, so anyway, Aquarius, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo. What's up? Oh, what's up from Delaware? Shout out from Delaware. I see you in NYC. We shouting you out for Delaware. All right, so Sagittarius, let's get to your love. Let's look at love for October. October love for Sagittarius. So October love, Sagittarius. What are you talking about? Okay, 7th house. Yeah, 7th house. That's Libra energy. We got Capricorn. We got Saturn. So that's Aquarius and Capricorn energy. All right. So you guys, if you guys are in a relationship, then the relationship, the bond is getting stronger. It's getting like tighter. You guys are like coming to maybe like terms with like the structure of the relationship. It's having more of like a body. The connection itself has more of a body. It's maybe more grounded. You guys are like maybe like equally giving to each other or equally invested. If not, this month you guys are dealing with people who take relationships very seriously. They value the connection that y'all have already. So they may be wanting to build into it. This can even be friendships. So they may be building into it, creating more structure. You guys are creating more trust. You guys are like doing things for each other, showing up for each other, more reliable, being more consistent. You guys are respecting each other's boundaries. That's always good with the seventh house and Saturn. You guys are respecting each other's boundaries. If you guys had conflict with that, then you guys are having talks about that and negotiating and just coming to peaceful terms between each other. So you guys are resolving hang-ups. This partner that you guys may be having, or partners or friends or whoever, you guys may be also getting more disciplined because of them, becoming, like I said, more grounded. These are relationships that are very mature. So these are people who respect you. They respect the connection that y'all share. They're disciplined. They're independent. They're grown. These are connections. If you don't have any connections, then like the friendships or the relationships that you're about to have are going to be like growing. You know what I mean? They're going to be growing gradually. You guys will be growing closer gradually, talking about stuff that you normally don't talk about. I'm not gonna say stuff that you normally don't talk about, but just like talking about things that like maybe were difficult or a little bit complex at one point. All right. Even if these are newer people who are gonna be very patient and hardworking to build some type of trust or build some type of union partnership with y'all. So usually Saturn means gradually. You know what I mean? Gradually. But these will also be people who you find to be attractive because maybe they have their life together, maybe because they're stable. Saturn can also be a big deal, but like a big deal because that I got to get my life right when I'm dealing with these people. So like if these are like newer people, these are people who like I got to get my life together. You know what I mean? I know I got to be on the right page. All right, we got 3 of Swords here. All right, so this is the before tarot. So this is before you ever got hurt. So like this may be a connection that like helps heal you guys before you guys ever had like that heartbreak, or like let's say maybe not your first heartbreak, but let's say it helps you heal or get over a previous connection, or helps you guys deal with wounds, vulnerabilities, insecurities that you may have had. Some of y'all, this could be somebody who helps you guys get comfortable within your body. Like maybe you didn't like expressing sexuality. Maybe you didn't like seeing your body. Maybe you didn't like showing your body. Maybe you didn't like sometimes it could be like if you've lost a lot of weight, you can feel uncomfortable. Or if you've gained a lot of weight or like had a baby, or I don't know. It's sometimes like you just kind of like have like a discomfort in your body. So like sometimes it could be like a little, and maybe you had a minor injury, maybe you had surgery at some point. Some of y'all maybe y'all getting surgery, or you maybe had surgery at some point, or had some type of medical like procedure that was done to you at some point, and it can make you feel uncomfortable with your body. I'm just giving an example. You don't have to have had any of this stuff happen. But this month, y'all may just be feeling uncomfortable with your body. Like there may be changes to your body, but you may just be feeling uncomfortable. And this is going to be somebody who makes you feel comfortable in it, makes you feel at home with yourself. All right, with the 3 of Swords and the Star in reverse. So some of y'all may also be keeping out hope of another connection renewing itself. So that might be partially like a connection you may have felt like you missed out on, or somebody is hoping to have that with y'all. Because the 5 of Pentacles is here, and again, this is before tarot. So this is before being left behind. So this may be somebody who's like kind of like thinking back to like before you guys like left them behind, or before they didn't take action or speak up in the way that they wanted to speak. I get you having people around who want to hold conversation or talk to y'all. If there's a relationship that y'all may be in at this point, this sometimes could be like they may stop putting in the effort, the energy, the time that they once did. The 3 of Swords could sometimes be like it's on the verge, and this one because the before tarot. So this could be on the verge of maybe not living up to the expectations, hopes, the dreams that you guys maybe like had in mind. This person may not put the effort, the time, the energy in. Sometimes it could just be an obstacle. Maybe they could work a lot. Maybe it could be anything. Sometimes it could be like their finances may not be in order at this time. Sometimes it could be that this person is very demanding, very like controlling. So that could be also an issue with the relationship. Like it can go in good ways, but it can also go in bad ways. So like in a more negative, or like a more like difficult way, this could be like a relationship where like it's prone to disappointing you, maybe not living up to the expectations that you may have had. They may not put as much effort into the relationship. They may be kind of like stuck in their ways, because of the Emperor in reverse. They may be kind of stuck in their ways, but you may still kind of hold out hope of this becoming something with this person, because like maybe because of the 5 of Pentacles, you may not have any better, more viable options than this person at this time. You know what I mean? This may be like the star player that you may have at this moment. So that may be kind of like disappointing in a way, because like they may not be like all that you want them to be, but like for now it is what it is. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may be kind of like dealing with that this month when it comes to relationships, because we already kind of have a position with this person, already have some type of like maybe like closeness with this person, you know what I mean? Five of Pentacles is here, so like you guys may have like aspirations or hopes of maybe either getting closer to people or of like having newer potential options. You know what I mean? Like there's potential, but some of y'all, they may be younger, you know what I'm saying? Maybe less mature, maybe not offering as much, maybe very impulsive, or they may be older and like stuck in their ways. So like if they're young, they may be young, but like, you know, it's kind of lackluster because they don't know much. And if they're older, they're kind of stuck in their ways and like maybe only looking at the relationship as like a conquer, looking at the relationship as like something to do when there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? So they may be kind of like, I don't know, just like wanting to deal with you when there's like something to do and there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? So like you may be like, I don't know, it's like fulfilled, but like not quite as fulfilled as I want. So you may be lowering your expectations this month. Or people in general are lowering their expectations of what they expect you to give to them. You know what I mean? They may kind of recognize, like, you know, I don't know, they may recognize like what they're bringing and what they're offering. So they may be communication, because with the Knight of Swords, it can be conflict. So it could be talks, you know what I mean? Talks about like maybe how to assert yourself, maybe how to change their approach. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get like a lot of different people hitting on y'all this month. So like if you guys were like looking for romance, there's probably like if you guys were looking for like, let me not say romance. If you guys were looking for like sex or looking for short-term flames, I get those opportunities being present a lot more. Like seventh house kind of gives that, where it may be like issues with like, normally they're harmonious, but like sometimes Saturn can mean there's difficulty sometimes getting on that, like getting on that or getting people to like live up to the certain integrity that you have. You may have high expectations. So this month, it'd be a good thing to like lower your expectations of like what people need to bring to the table, what people need to offer you. You know what I mean? Like this, because at the Five of Pentacles, you may not have better opportunities than what you have right now. At this moment, you may be dealing with some like quality people, and you know what I mean? So you may have to like, you guys may have to like be vulnerable. Sometimes you may have to like bite the bullet or like, you know, kind of deal with the stuff that you don't like about them just to kind of keep the relationship, like keep the harmony in it. You know what I'm saying? Because this may be, like I said, the more valuable partners that y'all have at this moment. You may not like certain stuff about them. Maybe there are rules, there are ways of doing stuff, there are difficulty, there are restrictions. You know what I mean? You may not like always having to negotiate or explain yourself, express yourself with them. You may not like, you know what I mean? I don't know, just like you may not like certain stuff that they do, but like, because like sometimes the relationship may have lackluster. Like if you're dealing with a Libra, this may be that type of energy where like sometimes they're like, there's some timing. They're fickle. So you may be dealing with partners who are fickle, or you're dealing with a part, or you're like being fickle, too fickle. You know what I mean? And that might be part of like what's causing the issue or the frustration in the relationships this month. All right. You know what I mean? Like every little thing may annoy you. That might be your problem. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm telling y'all at this moment, this seems to be the best opportunity that's around y'all at this moment. So just kind of like stick with it. If it's new and if you have like newer people around y'all, like I said, they're not like, they just may want to conquer you for the experience. They may just be wanting to like, you know, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Even if you're a man, you know what I mean? They may just kind of like, you know, they may see where you're headed and kind of want to like, you know, just want to be a part of it, like want to get some shine off of y'all. All right. So this may also change your personality, these interactions that y'all have. You know what I mean? Where y'all start sharing different aspects of yourself that you never shared before. All right. So it could be a Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn. I did say it was weight loss, weight or changes to your physical body. That's gonna be, so some of y'all may be getting more discipline, maybe in the gym, getting a trainer, or you guys are just like, you know, maybe losing weight in some way or something like that, or like maybe starting to focus more on your body, or starting to focus more on like superficial experiences with people. I'm going forward, Revelers, or superficial like experiences with people. All right. So Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Sag, Gemini, Aries. All right. So let's get on Capricorn. Capricorn, career. All right, Capricorn, career. I did Sag love and I did Sag career. Haley, I did Sag first. So what happened was I did Scorpio, and then I did Scorpio career, and then I skipped from Scorpio career. I went straight to Sag career. And then people was like, yo, you skipped Scorpio love. So then I had to go back and I did Scorpio love, and then I came back and then I did Sagittarius love. Now I'm doing Capricorn career, and I'm going to do Capricorn love. Okay? All right, but thanks for checking in. Make sure you hit that like too, Haley. Because that's just as normal. I mean, as useful as you telling me what I just missed. It'd be more useful for you just to like it. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Would your boyfriend be mad if I did that? He'd be like, who's that tarot reader blowing kisses at you? I don't want you watching him anymore. All right, so some of y'all about to make peace or make up with somebody, or somebody's about to make up with y'all in career, or you guys will be working with somebody or like getting along with somebody. All right, maybe you guys are having more of a detached approach when it comes to career. You guys may become a lot more like appreciated, but you also may become a lot more opinionated, become a lot more outspoken. Also, like you guys may stop, like you guys may be like just kind of doing the work just to do the work, really kind of like disassociating from the job. What's up there, Natalie? Thank you so much, Haley. I don't know, you guys may become a little bit more opinionated, maybe a little bit more analytical. So you guys may be seeing stuff that other people don't see at the job. Because Aquarius could be like futuristic, and especially with Saturn here, you guys may be maybe having breakthroughs with like maybe your structure, your routine, just getting off the beaten path in some way. You guys may have conflict with it at first, but then it becomes a little bit easier to do that. All right, so your hard work is going to be paying off soon. So you guys may become a little bit more distant, a little bit more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Where like you just kind of show up and do the job. Like, shit, I'm just going to do the job. Like it's kind of cold, like professionalistic. It's surgical almost. So some of y'all like kind of come in and like just do the job. Like I know the job better than you know the job. Because Aquarius is like, I'm innovative. I'm ahead of my time. I'm ahead of you guys. So some of y'all may be getting ahead of yourselves or getting ahead of like, I don't know, people at your job in a way. All right, that may be what's going on. Because it kind of seems like you guys are like very intellectual or very like, I don't know, self-disciplined. Just maybe it could be motivated. I don't know. Sometimes like you're learning something in hindsight about your job or about the career. All right. You guys may also have a lot more ambition for like maybe rising or like coming up or something along the lines of that. I got 9 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So some of y'all are starting to accept things as they are and not really like caring anymore. You know what I mean? Like maybe not taking things so personal. Because that Aquarius energy could also be like having a tough skin. And I seen the 9 of Swords. So that means that you guys are realizing something or starting to understand yourself a little bit more, or like, you know, maybe just like, you know, not worrying as much. Normally 9 of Swords could be about worrying and depression, but it's also like self-realization because you're really realizing why you're worrying. All right, you got strength. This is good when it comes to career. All right, so you guys are taking lead, taking control, having more of a leadership ability, getting over imposter syndrome. All right, and not having to work yourself to the bone. All right, I got the Emperor in reverse. So you guys may not be taking the career, taking work so seriously. So this is good. So you guys don't take work home with you. You may not be like thinking about like, you know what I mean? You may not take work home with you. So like you may do the job, but like, this is just a job. I just do what I do. This is not my life. This is not all I have. Like, so some of y'all may be honing in on a new skill set to like maybe make money. If you don't have a job, some of y'all may be honing in on a new skill set to make money. You guys may be getting creative with ways to make money. You know what I mean? Maybe finding ways to make the job maybe more efficient. Maybe finding ways to make what you do more efficient. You know what I mean? Like not having, I get with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot and the Emperor in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, you guys may not be taking work so seriously or may not be putting as much effort in, but like learning what is, again, kind of like Leo, learning what is working. You know what I mean? What's best to do? What things do I need to tend to? And I'm gonna tend to those things. You know what I mean? I would say some of y'all what's presenting the best like results. You guys will be more so tailored towards that. Because that's what Aquarius is. Like in hindsight, and Capricorn or Saturn is that same energy. Saturn comes into your life in any placement or any transit. Saturn comes into your life for you to break free of things that are impure or things that are not working anymore. Saturn is an evolving or a growing phase. You know what I mean? So it's difficult, it's hard because you got to do something you don't do. So like, I don't like, maybe it could be like a skill set. You guys could be like doing a new job and then you have to learn how to like build up and like learn how to do the job. So some of y'all are about to like come into a position of perfection because we do got the 8 of Pentacles here, but like perfection in a way where you're not so critical of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Where you're not so critical of yourself. You're not so like perfectionistic or so focused on like everything, either what's like, sometimes like not being pessimistic about what's not working. And like, cause you're not focused on it being like appearing a certain way. It's kind of like, I'm just going to go at it. Like for instance, like say you had I don't know, how would I explain this? But like say you go to your job and your job has always been done a certain way. You guys may be like finding a new way of doing this. May even be like a shortcut. You may be finding a new way of doing it where like it's like innovative and it's like it still does the job, but like it's the most important parts. So some of y'all are like finding the job in a way where it's the most important parts, where it's not going to overwhelm you. And you guys may be getting recognized or noticed by a boss or by like your employer or recognized by somebody who's in a prominent position. You may be recognized by them soon. You know what I mean? So they may be noticing the way you do stuff. They may be, I don't know, some of y'all may be like saying good job or like, you know, cheering you on or I don't know, something. Because I got 9 of Cups. You guys are going to have a new ally or friend or somebody wanting to work with you all soon. It's an ally at work. All right. Could be a Sag, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Aries. Somebody who's like in a prominent position. Some of y'all just maybe like a boss that maybe it's like a CEO or Looks like the big boss comes from another city, or comes from another town, or comes from the big store, or some shit like that, or comes from the corporate and comes and talks to you guys, because you guys are about to be coming out a lot more. That's what I'm saying. You guys are about to be coming out a lot more with the strength here. You guys will be taking action to do stuff on your own, taking initiative. Maybe other people wouldn't take initiative. Maybe some of y'all are figuring out a problem that's been existing at the job, and like that might be also what it is. Like it's a way that may be taken on by y'all. I mean, that may be taken on by you or by the people that you work with, like coworkers, colleagues. They may be like looking at it and like judging it, but like you may notice that they're going to do it. You know what I mean? So with the Knight of Cups, I kind of get this because the Knight of Cups is like they look like twins. So they may be like, people may be replicating and doing what they see you do. Like, oh, I'm just going to do that. You know what I mean? So maybe it's y'all discipline. Maybe it's the way that you guys kind of like just do it and not think too much about it. You know what I mean? So maybe you're doing stuff that like, maybe you don't get paid for, but like you're doing it in a way where like you're going to get paid for it. You're going to get paid for it down the line. So maybe it's like, I don't know. You guys are having people start following your vision or start seeing where you're going. And you know what I mean? So that may be part of like what it is. Your hard work is about to pay off though with the Saturn energy. So whatever you're doing and you're putting time, energy into, being devoted, you're going to get recognition for it. All right. So could be done with a Leo, could be done with a Virgo, Leo, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. Yep. All right. So let's look at love. Love. I got almost 200 likes. I almost got 200 likes. Oh my. It must have been too early. People's like, I don't feel like liking this right now. You didn't tell me anything about Brad. Is Brad coming back? You didn't say that. Like, that was a general read. Like, why wouldn't you tell me that Brad is coming back? Why wouldn't you tell me that my ex misses me? Oh my gosh, I don't want to like this. Like it. Like it now. Before I get mad. Before I get mad. All right, so anyway. Capricorn. What can you expect for October love this month? Okay. Somebody's going to be expressing their thoughts to y'all. This could be somebody who's stubborn. You guys may be having a little power struggle, ego battle. If not, somebody's going to be talking to you guys about trying to build stability, security in a relationship. It could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus, could be Leo, could be a Gemini. All right. So they could be wanting to talk to y'all soon. All right. So this could be also just maybe building up like a stable communication with somebody. So you guys may have like the extended line of communication with somebody, or start talking with somebody who you guys are like I said, maybe being a little bit stubborn with. All right. Also this month, you guys may be a little bit more comfortable communicating, talking, just maybe flirting. Maybe people are feeling confident, comfortable flirting with you. Because I just see that Page of Cups. So this could be somebody who has a crush on y'all, somebody who's infatuated with y'all. So sometimes with the Taurus energy, it could be either the way that you guys communicate like authoritatively, or like the way that you guys express your values, the way that you guys communicate with confidence. It could also be your physical body this month. You know, people may be observing your physical body with Taurus. So you could maybe be looking a little bit more peaceful. I got Page of Wands here in reverse. All right, so we got some of y'all going to be dating younger people or being hit on by younger people with the Page of Wands. It's a lot of that energy going on right about now. So like maybe you guys are going to parties, events. You know what I mean? It's fall time, so this is usually like homecoming season for y'all, prom and shit like that. Well, you can't be in prom. You can't be in prom. I don't know. Maybe at 18 you could go to prom, right? So I guess you could be 18, but like at 17, you don't really need to really watch tarot at like 17 for real. Forget that shit. Really at 18, you don't even really worry. Like just live, just fucking adventure. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you just do it for fun and just kind of like be curious, like what the fuck is going on, I guess. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys could be invited to parties, events, celebrations this month. You guys maybe want to get out a little bit more. You guys could be wanting to be shown off, or you could be dealing with somebody who's going to show off. People may show off to get your attention. So that's why I say a lot of y'all going to be getting communication, a lot of like, I don't know, interesting conversations that you guys may be having. So it could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus. So it's like, it's the way that you guys are carrying yourselves, or like the way you guys are like valuing yourselves, or showing self-worth, that is going to be attracting partners this month if you guys are dating. Because we got the High Priestess here. So some of y'all may be engaging in taboo connections. Like they may be younger than you, they may be older than you, they may be like I would say biracial, but they may be interracial, they may be status-wise, they may be people who are unattainable, or just people who you shouldn't be dealing with. You know what I mean? They could be secretive connections. Some of y'all may be on the fence about the relationships that are being offered to y'all. You know what I mean? These may be like, I don't know, people who just kind of like want superficial connections, maybe because you have status, maybe because you're attractive, maybe because you're stable. You know what I mean? You're Capricorn, that's how it be. Because I got 3 of Swords here too. So these may be more superficial relationships where people are like, I mean, I don't know. These are people who maybe are trying to soften your heart. Some of y'all are dating somebody who's a celebrity, or dating somebody who's very popular in the public eye. We got celebrity stylists. So you guys could be dealing with people who are maybe more self-motivated. You may be more nurturing, maybe more understanding. You may be more receptive. But I also get that energy of people being receptive towards y'all as well. But like still maybe either one of y'all, either because of status or one of you because they feel like nobody else can have you. So that might be why you're dealing with, like, partners may just kind of like want you this month because nobody else is either. Maybe they know nobody that knows you like that. Maybe you guys like, sometimes with the High Priestess inverse, it could be like maybe you guys are like not the usual type. You may be like the flavor for the month this month. You know what I mean? You get a lot of social interactions with the High Priestess, and this one is a festival goer. So like you may be going to like dances, parties, events. You said they have adult proms? Do they? They have adult proms? I mean, I know we have adult skate here sometimes, like every Sunday they have adult skate, so that's possible. So it could be like that, like events like that, like adult skate and shit like that. You guys could be meeting people like that, having like, you know, little get-togethers. Page of Wands in reverse means that you guys may be just like kind of like dealing with situations that aren't necessarily like the most interesting, but like, I mean, I'm not gonna say the most interesting. They're not like the most stable. They're not the most grounded in reality. You know what I mean? They may look good on like in like fantasy wise, like it may be fun for like the experience, but they may not like last long term. I get Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They may be inconsistent partners. They may not really show up in the light in the way that you would like them to show up. And that might be just because, like, you know, you may just like them because like they're attractive. You may like them because they're younger. You may like them because they have a lot of like energy. You may like them because maybe they have status. Maybe you like them because other people can't have them. You know what I mean? Like you may kind of like it's like deal with these people because maybe they insinuate that there's a little bit more to y'all than it is. You know what I mean? Like I think it's just like the fact that they may be unattainable, or these people like you for the fact that you're unattainable and you're highly like rated or highly like regarded, and like a lot of people know about you, but like a lot of people can't be around you, or it's exclusivity to dealing with you, or it's exclusivity to dealing with these people that you're going to be dealing with. I got a Queen of Cups and I got a Queen of Swords. So these are people who will be like honest with y'all. It's just that maybe like there's something disappointing about the connection, and it could just be like they're not as consistent. They can't show up for you. There could be talks about that in a way where like they can let you know, like, I can't show up for you more than this way, or I can't do this more than that way. But I do get you guys getting an invite or getting opportunities to like date, to go out, to like have fun, to have sex if you want. You know what I mean? To, I don't know, to explore. Maybe you guys don't want to explore, because sometimes with the Taurus energy, this could be like you guys are just stuck, like being stubborn. Maybe you're being stubborn. Maybe the people you're dealing with are being stubborn. It could just be like maybe you're just being stubborn, not really receptive to like the opportunities that are being presented because it doesn't look like how I want it to look. Because sometimes with the High Priestess in reverse, they could be taboo, but it could just because they don't fit into the culture of what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Like maybe you guys can't get into the dating culture of like what's going on right now. Maybe you don't like the dating market that's around you right now. Like, you know, maybe the people aren't, let's say they're not as attractive. Maybe they're not as fun. Maybe they're not as entertaining. Maybe there's not much they want to do. Maybe they're only into superficial stuff like maybe drinking, smoking, partying, going to the bar, going to the club. Maybe you can't get with that. You know what I mean? Maybe you kind of like have like, you know, Capricorn's an old soul. So maybe it could be that way. But if it's not that way, then it's like, you know, if it's not like you, maybe you're coming off that way, where you're coming off as like more fun based, and the people that you're running into maybe want more security, more stability, maybe want to build like a household together. You know what I mean? They may see relationships, or they may still see groundedness as like the happiness, you know, so they may be looking at you as more of like entertainment opposed to like getting to know you on a deeper level. But I do get them wanting to know you on a deeper level. So like in the initial stages this month, if you're meeting people, they may kind of have a perception of you guys like having long-term and being potential long-term mates. But initially it's going to be for fun and like vague and like insinuated that I like you more than when I like you. You know what I mean? It's going to be vague and insinuated. So you may be like just talking, communicating, flirting, you know what I mean, going out, doing dates, having events and stuff like that. And you may kind of wonder, like, how do you feel about me? But like, it's not going to be maybe like apparent, but like some of y'all, they may make it apparent. They may like get jealous if they see that other people are interacting with you, and that might blow their cover. So that's possible this month. All right. All right. Anyway, it could be doing a Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Sag, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus. Is that all the signs? That's all the signs. Damn, that's stupid. That's all the signs. So this month, you guys could be probably just dating around, man, or like having an influx of people. You know what I mean? So it could be like more people coming your way this month. All right. These may be people who like make you get outside your comfort zone, or date outside of what you normally date. You guys may be doing stuff in a way that you normally don't do. This may be the same for y'all, Aquarius. You guys may be dating outside your usual type, or doing stuff outside of what you normally do when it comes to dating. But we're not going to talk about dating for y'all right now. We're talking about career. Career first. Boom. Here we go. All right, Chiron. So some of y'all are healing your insecurities of being maybe aggressive, assertive, or going out there. Some of y'all could be like maybe not knowing how to set the tone, maybe not knowing how to like be aggressive, maybe not knowing how to compete for what you want, what you need. I get you guys learning that, learning a lesson. Some of y'all could be from like somebody who comes into your life, because we do got the earth. Earth means that you could be getting reorientated. It means you guys could be going through training. It could also mean that you're going through a training, it's like a training experience, like an experience where you have to learn something from the ground up. Even if you've already been in it, you may be learning, like going back to the fundamentals. So some of y'all may be doing that. Chiron or Sharon, because I like to call it Sharon. Like, yeah, Sharon, the fuck is up, girl? So like, it could be like you guys maybe going back to like where things first started. Sometimes you guys could be like working on stuff that you maybe felt insecure, felt like you didn't really have much knowledge or didn't really know how to like take action in. Like, this could be ideas. This could be, I don't know, sometimes like, I don't know, somewhere where maybe you guys just didn't feel as empowered, as in charge. You may be like feeling a lot more confident going forward. You guys are learning how to assert yourselves and not letting your insecurities or fears or fear-based mindset hold you back when it comes to career. So you guys may be becoming a lot more aggressive, a lot more assertive, being a lot more outspoken about what you want, what you need. You know what I mean? All right, becoming a lot more courageous or a lot more dominant. This is good. All right, we got 4 wands, all right, and the 8 of swords. So you guys are like now becoming able to think outside the box again, not like, and not overlooking the obvious as much. You know what I mean? You guys are starting to catch on to patterns or starting to catch on to trends. So some of y'all like maybe starting to get on the trends. So like, I was thinking like, I don't know how that could be beneficial to you, but like I guess you catch up with trends or starting to understand trends or some shit like that, or starting to understand like maybe like sometimes like seeing stuff that other people don't see. All right, you got 2 of wands, so you guys are about to have a changing your focal point to something, becoming more focused. Some of y'all could also be changing your career aspirations or changing your goals when it comes to careers, lowering your expectations. You know what I mean? Like lowering what you expect to happen in certain situations. So some of y'all may be taking I don't know, just kind of like trusting your confidence and trusting your like individuality, or trusting in your like ability to make stuff happen. Like you may just kind of focus on that. Like, I know that I can make stuff happen if I just get like just get my foot in the door. So some of y'all just kind of like focus on these type of things. Like if I just get my foot in the door, I can do that. So this may be like a new job. Some of y'all may be changing careers or looking like doing something different in your career. You know what I mean? Taking a different path. I got Ace of Cups in reverse. So you may be having opportunities that are being presented, but you guys may not feel like they're worth anything or feel like they're not as valuable. Some of y'all may be lowering your prices if you run a business. If not lowering prices, you guys may be offering different services than what you normally offer. You know what I mean? Because I got 3 cups, which is going to be bringing in new customers or new clients or new friends, new followers. You could be getting that, all right? Because I get new people wanting to come in. So these could be people wanting to invest in y'all. You know what I mean? Tower in reverse. Yeah, it could be people wanting to invest in y'all out of nowhere, all right? Something that you were doing before is not working, so you guys have to stop doing that. That's good. So you guys could be revamping, remodeling, rebuilding, rebranding. I said that, rebranding already. You know what I mean? Remodeling, whatever. Just doing something that you didn't do before. Because the tower is like a realization that should have came, but you guys didn't. Like, you guys were like overlooking it. There were signs of like you guys need to do something differently, but you're like, I don't need to do nothing different. I don't see nothing. No. You guys were missing the changes that needed to be made, that they're going to be evident pretty soon. So you guys are going to start doing that. But it's going to be easier for you to start seeing what you need to do to change, to get different results, or to get different responses, or to get different interactions. It's 2 of wands is a strategy. You guys are changing your strategy. That's all. It's good. This is good stuff because it makes you guys more competitive. It gets you out in the market. It heals maybe where you were having weaknesses at, or where you guys were like maybe like lacking at. You guys are going to be starting to pay attention and maybe like dressing it up. So this can be like, say you do resumes. You're recognizing what words to say and what words not to say. You're recognizing what to do, what not to do. You're recognizing what's working, what's not working. This month, you guys will be like, I was going to say, having more of a competitive edge in the market field. You know what I mean? You may not be able to get paid as much as you would like to be paid in some way, but like, I don't know. I still get it being good. So maybe friends are bringing in opportunities because of the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Friends maybe bringing in opportunities or bringing in maybe finances, money. They may be bringing in ways to make money. They may be calling your attention to areas where like maybe it's a little weak and you could like sharpen it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? So stars here. Or the fountain in this one, I kind of look at it as the star/sun. So like you may be recognizing like maybe where you guys aren't like expressing your personality. You may be recognizing where you guys aren't like showing your best traits, your best features. You may be like learning how to tailor things towards what you're really good at and just sticking to that. You know what I mean? So like whatever you're really good at, you may just like, I'm just gonna focus on this. Maybe I'm good at like taking the trash out. So I'm just gonna take the trash out. I'm gonna be the best trash taker. Maybe I'm good at like frying. I'm just giving an example. Maybe I'm really good at taking notes. Maybe I'm really good at like observing. Maybe I'm really good at problem solving. Maybe I'm really good at sales. Maybe I'm really good at anything. You guys are like focusing on that, your skill set, and really like taking that to the next level this month. All right. So like that's what's going to make you guys a lot more confident, a lot more assertive, and that's what's going to make you guys stand out a lot more. If you do social media, some of y'all may be going viral. Some, you know what I mean? I do get that. Queen of Swords. You guys may also have like tougher skin and stop caring a lot more about other people's expectations. Stop caring about other people's judgment. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords can come off as bitchy. She can come off as like rude. So some of y'all may be coming off in that way because it comes off as Aries. So like in career, you guys may be coming off assertive and cutthroat. Like, I don't care about your needs getting met. Mine's got to get met. You know what I mean? I don't care about what's going on for y'all. I got to do what's best for me. So some of y'all may be coming off in that way, cold, condescending, distant. Fuck what you talking about. This is what's going on for me. You know what I mean? Anything to get like a renewal or get like what you need out of situations. So that's what's going to be making y'all like, just maybe like bringing up insecurities in other people. Other people may be feeling like threatened by some of y'all. You know what I mean? They may feel like you guys are like, I don't know. Maybe they may feel like you guys think y'all better than them in some way. So some of y'all, I mean, who cares, right? Who cares? That may be how y'all come off, is like, who cares? You know what I mean? I don't even care. You know what I mean? I get a lot of socializing and all that stuff too. I get a lot of socializing, a lot of like interactions with people where you're able to like get ideas, come up with like solutions to existing problems, get yourself out of a difficult situation. Yeah, that's just this month. You guys are figuring out how to get yourself out of a difficult situation, whether to get the money that you want, money that you're owed. This could be like past debts, reparations, stuff like that being brought to y'all, or sometimes like good news from friends, you know what I mean, where they help you guys up. This could be friends who maybe owe you a favor. You guys maybe calling in favors or some shit like that, all right? So that's in career. Let's look at Aries. It could be Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Aries. Okay. So Aquarius, let's look at love. Let's look at love for y'all. What's love? What's love? Got to do it. Got to do it. What's love? Think about us. Okay, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but it just crossed my mind. That J-Lo and Ja Rule song. All right, so anyway, I guess love don't pay the bills. Anyway, we got the sun here. That's good. So the sun's starting out with your love life this month. So sun and the earth. So you guys will be getting to know new people. All right, feeling confident, knowing new people. Feeling confident. Some of y'all going to be a reorientation or a renewal with somebody from the past. So it could be a Leo, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, it could be a Scorpio. You guys could be having a renewal with somebody you guys had an intense or a deep connection with. All right, you guys could be like starting over fresh. Getting to re-know each other again, getting reorientated with each other again. This could be somebody who you guys have like an intense connection with, or like somebody I would say a secretive connection, or just have like feelings that you really couldn't express or don't know why this person either makes you so mad or makes you feel this intense about this person, even if they're new. This is somebody who like some of y'all, I don't know, you just may find it to be very attractive. I was gonna say maybe love at first sight, but it's not really that. It's usually sexually attractive, strong sexual attraction that you may have for this person. Or people may just have this feeling because you guys may feel very attractive and feel very sexual, feel very, just feel very confident, you know what I mean, being out there, being seen, you know what I mean? So this is the good stuff because it's going to pull in a lot of different people, all right? So maybe at one time you guys may also have a little bit more power, a little bit more influence in your relationships. I got the justice here, so this could be, you guys may have a little bit more power, a little bit more, that was your song, huh? All right. Ja Rule, baby. Yeah, that's it. That was it, man. Ja used to kill the streets back in the day. That was it. That was my song. I didn't like it like that, but I did kind of like it, just that part. And I like the beat. The beat was kind of fire. Anyway, we got 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, World in Reverse, unfinished business with people this month. The Devil. Some of y'all, there's sex potential if you want sex. The Devil in Reverse. Some of y'all may be trying to detach from a selfish lover or detach from a selfish partner, or then some of y'all may be going back to this person. You know what I mean? Like wanting the satisfaction, the gratification, maybe you want their admiration, or you want their, like some of y'all, you may want a response from this person. 5 of Cups, I get you guys like maybe making amends with somebody you guys aren't over with. You guys may try to avoid this person, but I get you guys not really being over them, or they may be trying to avoid you, but not really being over y'all. Like there's some type of outcome that they wanted to have with y'all. With the World in Reverse and the Devil in Reverse, you guys may be trying to close out a cycle, but I get you guys like going back around to each other or interacting with each other again. Past people or past experiences, even if they're new people, these will be new people who replay a pattern that you have already experienced that you did not learn from. So this is a chance for you to do it differently. All right. And this time to empower yourself in the connection. You know what I mean? So there could be a chance to make amends. What's up there, Allie? Could be a chance to make amends, and then let go of a grudge. And maybe with the 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, maybe talk things out. You know what I mean? So some of y'all maybe, like I said, going back to past lovers, past experiences. You know what I mean? Maybe just wanting I would say some of y'all maybe wanting closure. Some of y'all maybe getting closure from somebody. That may be it. But like, I feel like this is somebody who's being drawn to y'all by your physical body or by your your nature. Maybe you're showing them a dualistic side of yourself right now, and that may be drawing them in. You know what I mean? Where maybe you're a little bit more selfish. Maybe you're looking more like a trophy, or looking a little bit more accomplished, or looking a little bit more polished than normal. You know, maybe you have a little bit more confidence. Something's drawing them in. They're feeling more magnetized towards you. You know what I mean? So I get them either one to make amends or one to make up with y'all. Some of y'all just because you guys avoided them. It could be that. Like maybe you're just avoiding them. And that avoidance, like if you're dealing with an avoidance, sometimes the avoidance makes them like, hey, they idolize you or romanticize you sometimes with the Nine of Cups. They may be seeing you again now as a wish fulfillment. Like, hey, wait. You know what I mean? So some of y'all is like that. Like, hey, wait, you haven't been around in a while. I miss having you around. I miss that space. I miss the interactions between us. So some of y'all used to be looking at you like that with a new light. You know what I mean? Where like, you know, you're more of a trophy. You're more of a happy feeling now. Now I feel more fulfilled when you're here. So, or you could be feeling this way about them. It could be both ways. Because you do got the Libra energy. Y'all may both feel this way about each other and then just renew the connection. You know what I mean? Some of y'all is just for sex because of the devil. You know what I mean? In the world reverse. Some of y'all is that, or it's just because you like the intensity that this person brings up, the emotional feelings that this person brings up. And then some of y'all are going to get what you want with the devil, the world reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So it's one of those, be careful what you ask for. Because some of y'all may have an experience with somebody that y'all want, and it may be hard to get rid of this person. You know what I mean? They may stay around for a while. So this may be somebody who like, maybe y'all have children together, or they just kind of like get under your defenses emotionally, and then it's hard to leave this person alone. So like this maybe is that type of person, especially if it's a newer person, they may be like aware of you. Or even if it's a past person, you may be looking at them with newer eyes, newer light, you know, or they're looking at you with newer light, and there's a change in the power dynamic between y'all. You know what I mean? The justice could be that maybe you now have the influence or the control or the say so in the relationship. So that could be boosting your confidence where now you had the leadership. You know what I mean? I know with the Seven Swords in reverse, it's somebody who's thinking about you in hindsight, or somebody who you were thinking about in hindsight. There's somebody who's big into their health, big into their physical body. They're I would say very destructive or just very intense, very emotionally like, I don't know. They just bring up a lot of emotions in this person. You guys may have had a deep connection, possibly, even if it was just temporary. Because sometimes with the earth energy, it could be like, we just started, and it could just feel intense. So you may be having this all month. Even if these are newer people, like where they're very intense, we just automatically feel drawn to each other. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me. We want to get to know each other. You know, maybe they have like a solid reputation. It's very sexual energy, though. Very sexualized energy. All right, some of y'all may be hearing from them on a Saturday, on a Sunday, all right, or on a Friday, all right, or Saturday. That's a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. I mean, Capricorn, Libra, Leo energy. All right, so anyway, so Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So that was for the love portion. We did that. Now, Pisces. Bam. Pisces. Woo! Pisces. All right. Damn, that took a minute too. All right, so Pisces. Love life. I mean, career. Let's look at career. What can you expect for October? Career. Fifth house. Okay, so fifth house is romance, creativity. So you guys could be becoming a little bit more artsy, becoming a little bit more creative. All right, fifth house, fourth house, fifth house, and fourth house. So you guys, maybe I would say some of y'all becoming like an in-house producer for somebody, maybe because I got creative artistry. So if not in-house producer, then you guys maybe like starting to get more comfortable, starting to feel a lot more at home with your artistic ability. Also, you guys may be feeling a little bit more intuitive, instinctual about like what to do. So your creativity may start taking on a little bit more of a I don't know. If you guys do like have your own business, then you guys may become a little bit more creative with the way that you guys present yourself, with the way that you guys interact with the social, with the people around you. Also, people, maybe your customer clients or like fan base become like family. So this could be good if you guys like do like social media or do like business. The people that you guys like engage with become like family or start feeling like they get on the same page with your like value system or belief system. You guys be having a lot more fun or feeling a lot more passionate about the job itself. So like they're like, you know, it's like a home away from home. It may start feeling like that. A home away from home, the job itself, all right? Some of y'all may unexpectedly, some of y'all may unexpectedly quit the job and want to do something that's like totally different than the job. Something that maybe turns from like being a hobby or like a pastime. It may turn into something that like is foundational and can actually like bring you guys some money. You know what I mean? You may have like, let's say that you start like a little side gig and those people like invest in you enough where you're like, hey, I don't need to do anything else. I got four swords, like a King of Wands in reverse. I get you guys maybe feeling motivated by something else, like something that you guys used to be good at or something that you guys used to indulge in, something like that. I got the Empress in reverse, something that you guys were maybe more like, that felt more tailored to you or like spoiled you a little bit more, maybe brought you a little bit more money. Some of y'all may be on the fence about leaving a job. Five of Pentacles for like newer opportunities or for like, maybe if you are looking for a job, an opportunity comes from like friends, from like networking, from talking, from telling people what you need. If you guys are like in need of something, because the Empress in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, if you guys are in need of something but not quite sure how to address it or how to like say it, people are like intuitively already kind of pick it up. They'll see what you need. You may still need to express it with the Five of Swords. You may need to talk about it, like explain, communicate, get it out there. All right. Like, don't be afraid of like rubbing people the wrong way. Don't be afraid of like telling people it's not enough. Like, if you're getting a new job, expect the most, expect the best. Start saying that. Tell people that. That's what you're going to be doing. So some of y'all this month, you guys are going to be very vocal about what you need, what you want, what you expect from people. You know what I mean? So I got the Nine of Swords, Five of Swords. I mean, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. That's the Nine of Swords. That's realizing something, realizing what's not working, realizing what you need to scrap, realizing what you need to get rid of. Some of y'all also like realizing that there's competition or envy from your coworkers, because some of y'all may be getting spoiled, treated differently than everybody else. You guys may be like starting to become entitled shortly this month. You know what I mean? People may like y'all a lot more. They may be like finding you to be more attractive. Just kind of like fanfare almost, like, so like just people like bringing money into your life, or, you know, spending a little bit more. Four of Swords is here, which means that it's healing, but it's also like reopening. Sometimes like reopening, like recognizing like what's not working again, or what I did wrong. Learning and not like, because you got the Emperor, I mean, because we got King of Wands in reverse, you're not being disciplined for the shit that you do wrong. You know what I mean? For the stuff that you say, or for the stuff that you maybe mess up on, you're not being disciplined for it. You're getting away with shit. You know what I mean? People are like sweet on y'all this month. All right, the Empress here in reverse. So that's where the jealousy and the envy is going to come from, because like you guys may not, like, I don't know. It's like it's tailored towards you this month. People are treating you a lot more, I don't know, just like you're on a pedestal. They're just kind of catering to you. You know what I mean? So that's a good stuff. You know what I mean? That's a good stuff for y'all. Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands, with the Page of Wands. It's Page of Wands in reverse. So that's always jealousy, there's envy, especially with the Five of Swords and the Page of Wands in reverse. There's jealousy, there's envy. Some of y'all are leaving your coworkers behind. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're leaving. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys are like I said, a side gig is starting to take off, and now your coworkers are upset. Like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, just could, like, some of y'all go to a different social media platform. If you do social media, it's like you go to a different social media platform and it takes off. You know what I mean? And you do better than what it was expected. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, I don't have to work as hard. People, they really flatter me here, or they really take care of me here. Or like you go to a different job and the job treats you better than where you were just at. You know what I mean? You guys are like holding yourself in higher regard this month. You know what I mean? Or people are holding you in higher regard, but it's also creating jealousy, competitiveness, silent grudges. You know what I mean? Because maybe some of y'all are being like held up in high regard by like the boss, by managers, by higher authority. Because I got the Emperor here and the Five of Pentacles. This could be somebody who wants to maybe bring you good news, or wants to, like, I don't know, kind of pull your coattail on something and present an opportunity that they didn't give to anybody else. Like, this could be like a boss that's seen other people striving to be what they want to be, but like fuck them, and then point you out. And it could be a boss that's just sweet on you. They may find you to be attractive with the Empress and the Emperor. You know what I mean? With the Empress in reverse, they may kind of know where you are, know where you're trying to get to. And like I said, maybe they don't discipline you, or they don't like be as mean or as like strict with you. You know what I mean? Where you don't have to be as disciplined or as devoted or as passionate about the job, or show up as often as the job, and they still give you the results, or like still get you paid in a way that everybody else doesn't. So there's gonna be envy and jealousy because of your influence, maybe with somebody who's higher up, or with like maybe the way that people are treating you, like the peers, the customers, the clients, or maybe treating you with more respect than they treat them. All right, so anyway, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Sag, Cancer, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yep. So let's look at love. Let's look at love for Pisces. All right. So Pisces, let's look at your love life. We got Scorpio energy. So you guys, this month is gonna be a little bit more sexually appealing. I said a little bit more, but I was just trying to be subtle or modest. You guys be a lot more sexually appealing this month. All right, with Scorpio and the Cancer energy. People maybe want to have children with y'all. They want to lock y'all down. I've seen the King of Wands reverse, and I've seen the Eight of Swords. People may want to lock y'all down. You may be dealing with partners, or some of y'all may be overlooking partners who may seem to be like devoted in the very beginning stages, but they may not really be loyal. You may be dealing with people who are players who really just want to have sex with y'all, but they may care about y'all, or really like express that they care about y'all. Like, people kind of love and care about y'all, but like it also kind of gives like they may just kind of want to keep you stuck on them. So like, be careful of pregnancy this month. All right, like people may strategically be trying to show affection or try to show they care, but really be not like passionate or as devoted towards you. So it could be Sag, could be a Aquarius, Leo, could be a Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, or that's a lot. Or Aries, Scorpio. Unexpectedly, you only have a breakthrough in communication or talk with somebody who you guys are maybe having a standoffishness with. There's somebody who's going to be strategic though. So like, this is somebody who wants to either like heal the connection between y'all. Because I'm looking at Cancer and the Ten of Swords. It's somebody who wants to either heal the connection between y'all, or it's somebody who unexpectedly wants to have a breakthrough in communication with y'all. They want to do something brand new. All right, there's somebody who's afraid of you guys being single, or afraid of you guys being like out there for too long, because they assume that like, or afraid of you like spending time alone by yourself for too long. So this could be like, even if you're in a relationship, it's like your partner always trying to have sex with you. You know what I mean? Trying to keep you exhausted, trying to keep you busy, trying to keep you like focused on them. You know what I mean? So unexpectedly, some of y'all may be having a lot more sex if you already have a partner, or you could just be having unexpected sex like opportunities being presented towards y'all. But these are people who probably want to keep you stuck on them. They may be trying to take a risk to try to keep. I think they just want to keep you from being independent more than anything. You know what I mean? Like they may not really be as devoted as they would appear to be, but like they want to just kind of keep you like stuck on them. You know what I'm saying? Like pin you down. So you may have a lot more people strategically trying to pin you down. Some of y'all, they want to know your whereabouts. They're trying to have like these breakthroughs, or these like trying to get you to realize that they're maybe more stable or more of a viable partner than what they are. What do you say? Oh, okay. Wait, I'm confused. Okay, so they may be like in the beginning stages, they may be kind of like very like protective, very emotionally receptive. They could be, I don't know, maybe like portray wanting to have family this month. There could be talks about family, because Ten of Swords is here, which could be like conversations or like communication that like if we have it and it goes too far, it can end the connection. But it can also be like if we have it and I say the right stuff, like strategically, we can go further. So like that may be like what you're having this month. You may be having to decipher like what people's intentions are, what their meanings are when you're like communicating with them. Because the King of Swords is here, which is usually by like sometimes like understanding underlying motives, or understanding underlying deeper issues, or understanding what people are trying to get at. You can understand it. You may understand a lot more like subtleties through conversation, through people's behaviors. You may just maybe a breakthrough that some of y'all start realizing, where you guys just start going for stuff. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may just get a little bit more risky, and because like maybe you recognize that people are finding you to be maybe very sexually appealing or very sexually attractive, or finding you to be like maybe very like, I don't know, you may just feel like people want to invest in you. So you maybe this may make you guys like get past a difficult situation or complex conversations that you were having. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that. All right, I don't know. I feel like a new beginning is on the horizon for y'all. So you guys may realize that about the connections around y'all. Some of y'all may just opt to be single and be happy that you're single. You may just be happy that like you can do what you please. That might be something that's for y'all, because that may be also bringing y'all the opportunities for sexual connections, or for like deep. It could be deeper connections, but like I said, they're going to start off with sexual. That's going to be a big thing here. They're going to start with sexual. So if you're not like that person who likes to do like sexual connections first, then I don't know. Because Ten of Swords could be that, where it's like, you know, there's maybe complexity, and you maybe have to like take a different direction with the Two of Wands, and the Tower is like a breakthrough because you did something different. So yeah, and with the Fool here, the Fool is about innovation, doing something different, taking a risk where you normally wouldn't have taken a risk, just following faith, going out on faith and trusting that I'm gonna be caught, or that things will work out. So I get y'all either taking on this philosophy, or people around you are gonna take on this philosophy and be trying to hold conversations and strategically trying to like show you that they care about you a little bit more, and show you that they're like into you a little bit more, all that. All right. So anyway, could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Aquarius, Virgo, Libra, Taurus. All right, you guys may be looking like the most eligible bachelor or bachelorette this month if you guys are single. All right, so thank y'all so much for rocking and rolling. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. This was a good one. Thanks for the likes. Make sure that you guys hit the like on the way out, because I definitely appreciate those in advance. Thank you so much for being here too, Linus. Thank you, and congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers that's coming this week. Thank you, thank you. All right, and congratulations to you. All right, so I think that's about it, y'all. All right, this month you guys be like exercising a lot more self-respect as a whole, as a collective. As a collective, we're all gonna be like exercising a lot more self-respect. All right, so yeah. Listen, I'm late, but why does he keep saying Aquarius on Cappy reading? Because it's just an energy. It's just an energy there, Killa or Kia. All right. So anyway, y'all, I'm gone. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let them work you too hard. Don't let them piss you off. If so, just do what I be doing. Cuss them out. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what you feel like and see what happens. All right. Anyway, I'm gone. It's like 2.5 hours. Oh, you must mean like a separate collective read, maybe.